was walking down the street, feeling kind of neat, when the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see, my hair flying in the breeze, 'cause the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. People started laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes, as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands, 'cause the wind came out your butt and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see the car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through, always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Moving ain't over. Heard you think you're tough. Gotta let you know I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing, I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass, it's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a punch like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand. His hand grew 10 times its normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if the bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen, then get her naked with sex-ray vision. Sweep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, it's pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, it's pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a bitch slap.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.
Back in here again, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in here again, and I hope everybody's doing all right tonight, man. On your way in, as usual, I don't care if you're watching over on Let's Go with JBJ. I don't care if you're watching over on the JBJ Network, watching over on Facebook. As usual, man, do the thing for you, boy, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, because we're going to rock out tonight. We're trying to grow around here. Man, I ran across a video, and I thought I was done, like watching these videos and covering them, but I just happened to click on one. And I'm like, man, I gotta cover that. Because this is annoying. And y'all know we are based around here when it comes to relationships. So tonight we'll be in a relationship type conversation. But that's what we're based in around here. And we need to start talking about these things, man. We need to bring shaming back. We were having conversations about that last night on the other show. And we need to bring it back to try to help people, man, even if people don't want to help themselves. But if y'all don't know, if y'all are oblivious to what's been going on in these YouTube streets, there is a show, a very popular show by the name of Pop the Balloon. All right. Concept. You got a group of men, you got a group of women, they all come together, pop your balloon if you don't want to deal with them. And hopefully somebody leaves out with a prospective partner in the future. Maybe. You never know. But also on the show, they bring people back. We do a catch up. We want to know what's been going on and has it progressed? Is there a relationship now? Or like to make it, I don't know, just more information. People want to know. People want to be messy. People want to know what's going on. Well, I ran across one. I ran across a catch up, and they had to do this via, like we doing right here, over the goddamn phone and shit, because they couldn't fly back out. I don't know what was going on, man. Maybe they broke. But either way, though, neither here nor there. We're gonna cover one. I actually got a couple videos I want to cover tonight. So if y'all ready, man, go strap in, and we gonna get to it, man, because we need to talk about this. Yeah, we definitely gotta talk about this. So y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Tavarius and Tiffany. Welcome y'all. How we feeling?
Good, pumped up.
All right, good. Tavarius, how about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Okay, thanks. I'm good as well. So we had the both of you on episode 23 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Well, then, is it going to be a yes for you for him? Yes. And is it a yes for you for her?
Sure.
We got a match! I'll take this mic and you guys can go on off. Let's make it up. Let's make some noise. Okay. And then so obviously that episode, there was a lot going on with it. The comments went crazy. They went haywire. Tiffany, we got a chance to talk with the girls on BM Talks to Them, the unmatched. We got a chance to talk to the unmatched women of that episode. Obviously, you matched, so you weren't a part of that conversation. But is there anything
I was supporting my girls.
Yeah. Is there anything that you wanted to say in addition to what you heard, what we talked about, anything?
Honestly, I wasn't really mixed in with whatever happened afterwards, because after I matched, we were gone.
Right. Y'all said,
yeah,
wow.
we left. I didn't know what happened after I left. I really don't.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So kind of to get into the both of you. So as soon as TJ walked out, I feel like, Tiffany, you were one of the first people to pop. So what led you to popping your balloon so quickly as soon as he came around that corner?
Honestly, I wasn't even looking at his face. I was just looking at the overall, the way his outfit fits his physique and stuff like that. Obviously, this is a very first impressionable show. So you're based off first impression. That's what I was going off of. Okay. But at the same time, we do have our opportunity to ask for our balloon back. So I'm like, it's no shame in my game. Why not? Why not?
Exactly.
If you messed up, you messed up.
Yeah. And then TJ coming out and hearing all those balloons go off, what was going through your mind?
Honestly, when you was like, "Don't be scared," a little bit of a little bit when you said, "Don't be scared." I was like, "I'm not scared, but like, I guess I can leave now." You know what I mean? So,
You're like, Arlette, I'm not walking out. Cut the cameras.
Yeah.
Cut the show.
yeah, because I've never seen that many pops that fast. Have you?
Yes, actually, we did have one, season 1.
Okay,
I don't exactly remember what
I was the
episode,
second
yeah.
one. Then I guess. Yeah.
And
What do you think it
I
was?
feel like I set the precedence for that. Like, my apologies,
Uh-huh.
TJ. You're not. My apologies. I feel
So,
like if I
TJ.
didn't pop people, it probably wouldn't have popped so quickly.
Right. And then TJ, what do you think it was? Like, just from like, I know you heard what some of the ladies had to say. Do you agree with some of the stuff that they were saying about why they popped on you?
Well, they all said outfit.
Mhm.
That was basically it. So, I actually, I didn't mind my outfit.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it's a great thing because it's their preference. So I don't really know.
Yeah. Okay. You thought your outfit was fly though, right?
I thought it was fine. Like I still don't see nothing wrong with it.
There
Like,
was nothing wrong with it. It's just the way it fits your physique. It was so
Yeah.
tight on you. You're a stocky guy, So it's like a
the
little
lady in
tight.
the back was cool with it. I don't know her name, but she was like helping us out. She's like, "You look lovely. Like, go out there." I'm like, "Thank you."
And I do see like a lot of guys who work out, go to the gym, they do like really like tight form-fitting clothes. So was that that's like your style? Is that what you would say?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I wear a
Okay.
lot of suits. I'm a professor, so like I wear a lot of slim suits. I wear a lot of
Okay.
like polos.
slim
So
fit.
I don't really
Mhm.
have a lot of baggy clothes. So yeah,
Okay.
I guess yeah.
Okay.
We wasn't looking for baggy on you. We was looking
Mhm.
for like form fitting.
Mm.
It was
Okay.
it was a little tight. That's just it. That was nothing wrong with your outfit. It was just a little tight. It
Okay.
didn't show off your physique. Like, you wouldn't know a girl has a good physique if she's not, dressing towards her body type.
Okay. Now, TJ, what made you be like, you know what? I'll take, if she takes her balloon bag, I'll go with her. Because I know coming out there and having everyone pop on you, that could be a little bit like, you already popped on me. I'm not gonna match with you. So what made you be like, yeah, sure, like, yeah, I'll go with you?
Honestly, it was a combination of things.
Okay.
Like, I didn't even get to look at the girls, to be honest. I didn't even look at any of the like once they all popped, I wasn't really like, oh, this person's not my type, this is not my type. So it wasn't straight a physical attraction. The reason why I
Okay.
took it back, it was more like, okay, she wants to know more about me. And this one girl left that wants to know about me. I came here for love. Let me just get to know her.
Yeah.
So it was just like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, everybody else is popped.
Okay.
She did not like hearing none of that. She did not like, you can tell by her facial expression that does not make her feel special. It was like, well, it's just one girl left, so I might as well, like that's what he on. But the sad part is she popped her balloon on him first. I would have told him, like, they all popped their balloon. Let's just keep it moving, man. It's a wasted trip. It is what it is. I can meet somebody out in town before I get up out of here or whatever the hell. But nah, man. When people make their decision, let them make their decision. Now, I understand sometimes people be like, well, you can make the wrong decision and try to come back to it. Yeah, you can. You can do that with some other people, not with me. But either way, though, yeah, she didn't like his answer. You can tell by her face because it doesn't make her feel special at all. But either way, though, let's keep going. He real soft-spoken, y'all.
Okay.
Because I didn't hear anything else, like I didn't know anything else. So it was just
Exactly.
like, yeah.
All right. Well, it's time for us to go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of why we are here today. So since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
Would you consider leaving afterwards and going out to eat a date?
Of course. So you guys did,
we
yeah?
went on a date.
Okay.
Went on a date.
So where'd you guys go? How'd the date go?
You want to answer?
No, I'll let you go. I feel like
Okay. Well, we went to I don't even know. I think it was called. I really don't know what it was called, but it was like a hookah type lounge area, very nice, upscale. It was cute, and like we just got to talk to each other, get to know each other. But we weren't alone. We went with one of the match couples. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like a double date kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And how was that for you, TJ?
Well, it was interesting because I was actually gonna leave. Tiffany was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "I'm gonna just go back to my hotel." She's like, "No." Tiffany's very outgoing,
Yes.
So like I'm like the opposite. Like I'm very like introverted. I'm like focused on like just like the mission. The mission was to come here, get a balloon, go back home. So she was like, no. She's like,
You didn't want to take your date out?
I
Your
wasn't
match?
thinking. Although I wasn't, my brain was still on them pops. If I'm being honest, my brain was like I was still like confused. Like that was a lot. So I was just like, I would just go think about it, go call my friends back home, tell them what happened.
Yeah.
And so when she said, no, let's like go out, I did ended up being really good friends with Maul. So we was already in the back talking. So I felt a little bit, because yes, she got her balloon, but I didn't know Tiffany. You know, like I at least knew Maul right away. So I was like, all right, cool. I go out with Maul. It made it a little bit more comfortable. And so I was like, cool. So yeah, it was cool.
Okay, got it. And now, so I know you said you were ready to dip right after the show. So when you matched with Tiffany, like, is she someone that is your type though? Because it seems like you were just like, I just matched so I can get out of there kind of thing. Is she someone that is your type?
Well, I wouldn't say I matched to get out of there. It was
okay.
It was more say like,
correct me then, because that's what it sounded like. Let me hear it from you.
Yeah. So like let's just say if you were going out there and you didn't get to look at anybody, but yet somebody was the only one that was like, hey, you know what? I made a mistake. It was more so like I felt a genuine energy. So it was more than, that's what I said. I didn't really get a chance to look at Tiffany when I was there. It was more like, oh wow, like that was nice of her to actually take her balloon back, to say, you know what, I made a mistake. Because that's accountability. And that's like I actually look for that when I'm looking for a partner, is accountability. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, like first impressions mean a lot, but it means a lot that you double back to take your balloon back. So that's why I matched with her.
Okay. That definitely.
Brother, what's that?
What are you talking about? I'm not even gonna stress on y'all. Let's keep going.
It clears things up. So after the date, what happened? Did you guys communicate, FaceTime, call, text? How was the communication?
We met up the next day after that.
Okay.
And the plans were to like just, chill, like, go to the museum. I ended up, family was in town for me. So I ended up coming to the party pretty late, but a lot of the cast members from that episode, they all went to the museum together. And the plan was for me to meet him at the museum with everybody else. But I ended up getting caught up with my sister that came into town and my nephew, and it was his birthday. So I went to out to eat with them. And by the time I was done, they were already done with the museum. So I met up with him after at his resort. And the resort was having free cocktail hour, people by the pool. So, we ended up chilling at the pool, getting the free cocktails, and Carrington came.
Okay. So again, y'all were joined again by somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, we were, but the plan was for everybody to be together, but everybody failed. And Carrington was the only one that was like, "Yeah, I'm still ready to have fun."
Got it. Okay, so how was that time when it was just the two of you? How was it for you, TJ?
I don't think we had a time.
We had a little bit of time to chit chat, but nothing too deep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So every time you guys have hung out, it's always been like a group thing, or there's always somebody else, like a third party?
I mean, there was probably a couple hours here or there.
Okay.
But most of the time it was probably with one or two other people.
Okay. So then how are things now? After that, because I know TJ, you travel a lot. So how long were you in Arizona? Did you guys hang out again after that resort moment?
I was in Arizona until Monday morning.
Okay.
And I believe once I got back, she wished me a safe flight and told me that she would be going to, I believe, Cleveland, because she travels too. Tiffany's a very, very active woman. So she goes to different states, different places for business. I like her hustle, what she does, because sometimes people just don't like to make a living for their own. She actually is very ambitious. I travel, she travels. So I would say we talk probably right after every week. It began to slow down a little bit more because of life, and I'll let her go into what she went through and what I went through. But I definitely think Tiffany's been a solid person. Even just as a friend, she's been a solid person. Some people just look for love right off the bat, but
I'm call it, but he took the words out of my mouth. It seems more like a friendship type thing. She's a cool girl, he's a cool guy, he'll spend money on me, we can hang out. Ain't nothing else outside of that. It don't seem like I don't see no chemistry like that between them two. And he's real soft spoken, and she seems like energy bug in a sense. But she kind of got that happy go lucky. I don't have really nothing negative on this one so far. So far. We got time though.
There has to be a foundation. And so I think Tiffany is a very solid person in general, just a solid human. Like, I think anybody would be lucky to meet Tiffany.
Not you though.
Tiff.
Same with,
Okay.
same with TJ. He's very like understanding, and he's very like communicative. He listens to people. He listens. He's always a shoulder to lean on. So we both was going through stuff. Like I got into a car accident last month, and someone in his family was sick, and it was just then he got sick, and he's been traveling a lot. So yeah, he's like a really good support system. Like he's always there for like shoulder to lean on, someone to talk to. We all go through things, but he hears you out, and he also expresses how he feels, and he also, says like what's going on in his life, because his life is pretty busy too, and he goes through things too, like everybody does. So I just like that we have that window to like, be comfortable enough to share our lives with each other.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys have been in like constant communication, but has it been like building? Do you feel like you're working towards like a romantic thing, or you guys are more keeping it like on a friendship level?
I'm open to whatever. I don't have any expectations on our, relationship. I feel like if it's going to blossom towards something, it will, Okay. But he's very much a catch. So I'm open to it.
TJ.
Yeah. I think me and Tiffany have been on one accord with where we are. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have people that are very forceful with things. And like, I think her being so outgoing, what's caught me off guard is how accepting she is of my situation and her situation. So like she said, she'll be like, hey, if you're in Arizona, let's go another day. If I'm in North Carolina, let's go another day. So it's not like a push and shove match. You know what I mean? Like we understand that like we're very busy. But like she said, both of us are catches. Both of us understands that in life things happen for favor. Sometimes we're in the same place. Sometimes we're not in the same place. But I just think a lot of times people close books and they open books. But I think this is not that situation where you can say either or. Okay. So the door is open for both of you.
Absolutely.
But ain't nobody entering it.
It's just like
y'all ain't entering either door.
Honestly, like we travel a lot, so I feel like if we run into each other, it's destiny, it's fate. The universe will put us where we need to be to start that.
Okay, so would you guys say you're too busy to date? Because that's what it sounded like to me. Like
I just feel like the way our lives is set up right now, we both travel a lot, so.
It's even more than travel too. Or like it's like. So like sometimes like you're traveling, but sometimes you're in that mode where like things are working for you personally that you didn't think would work for you at that time. So like she's had many accomplishments since we left. I had many accomplishments. So like sometimes like you want love, but you also understand like, hey man, right now is the moment where like things I work for are really clicking. Yeah. Right. And so we've been celebratory of each other and like thanking each other. And that in itself is like bonding,
Right now, I'm pretty much focused on my end goal. As everybody know, I'm an exotic dancer. You can't do this forever. So I've been trying to put things into place so I can exit that. So I can be like, girlfriend.
Got a problem? Houston, we got a problem. I forgot this girl's a stripper. I forgot she was a stripper, y'all. That changes the entire dynamic. I'm sorry. For y'all that like, no, it changes the entire dynamic. I forgot she was a stripper. Yeah, up in the building, he said no effort means no relationship, you dumb folks. Yeah, like they got like and honestly, I would be standoffish if I was him now. Now that I understand what she does for a living. And I understand some ladies, y'all look at me and say, well, it's just, I ain't hearing none of that shit. Say that for yourself. Not dealing with no stripper. This nigga's is he a professor or something? Like he a teacher or something, and she a stripper. I can see, man. Look, nah, it'll be a no for me. See, I've said it, and she a stripper. Maybe he not that down to push. Like that's not it, ladies. That's not it. I'm trying to tell y'all want a real relationship with a dude and a guy that really take you serious. Don't be no stripper. Don't be no OnlyFans model. None of that stuff. That IG bullshit. Don't be a chick that's on the internet just showing her body off and shit. Don't no dude like that. I'm just telling y'all, like, you ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta like it. But I'm just trying to tell you that ain't what a dude, an upstanding dude that actually can treat you right and actually can build with you wants out of his woman. It's not. Don't like that shit. But I'm gonna keep going. I forgot she was a stripper, man. That just ruined everything. I was so optimistic, y'all. Nah, you traveling, you a stripper? What you doing all this traveling for? What you doing? You going to bust wide open in Texas? You busting it wide open in North Carolina? You just busting it? Nah, man. What dude want to be in that type of shit? I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't. But either way, though, let's keep going.
And so I could be, a partner. So I wouldn't say I'm really actively dating. I'm focusing on like making sure I get out of a situation that I'm in to focus on the partner that I could potentially have.
Okay. TJ?
So when I left the show, Tiffany was the one person who I doubted that this would be true for. She was like, you're about to get a whole bunch of DMs. She was like, you're about to get like a bunch of DMs. I was like, no, I'm not. Everybody popped on me. Nobody likes me. And then she's like, no, TJ, you're like a catch. Trust me. Like, I know why I took my balloon back.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got home flooded. Like, absolutely flooded. That being said, I've not been on a date with anybody in my DMs.
Okay.
I appreciate the comments.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I've been on, like, my book's right here. I've been steady traveling, so I haven't really had a chance to even look at anybody else. Well, so that's what the show was for. That's why me and Tiffany went on the show,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like we said, we're both very focused individuals, and love will find us. But we're just gonna find us in our own way, like in what we're doing and our purpose in life.
And I feel like our friendship, the way our friendship is like set up, we're always gonna be in each other's lives. Like
sure.
Very
For
supportive.
Sure.
I'm very supportive. We both believe in each other's dreams. And that's why I feel like I'm very open to the door. Like if it blossoms, it's gonna blossom because we're setting the foundation for that.
Okay. Just because I know in the comments this is going to come up. I know people are going to be like, well, why did you guys come on the show if you're so busy doing your own thing? Like, it doesn't sound like finding a relationship is your top priority right now.
Yes.
So I'm guessing now, like, why did you guys apply for the show if it's not something that you're so ready to dive into?
So they even answer. Arlette, man, I wish I had a round of applause thing on here, man. Give that girl some props. That I was thinking that the whole time. So I'm like, baby, I want to see what you got to say. Little man, I want to see what you got to say. Because why would you come on there and waste time? Somebody else could have took that slot if both of y'all are so busy. Because it sounds like y'all just got a friendship right now. And for him, I'm like, I wouldn't do it, man.
I'll let her answer first, and then you want me to go first again?
I can go. I would say that it is a priority for me. And I feel like there's people that come back into your life 4 or 5 years later at the right time. I feel like I could meet somebody that I connect
not that again.
With there, and who knows if it like sparks there or if it sparks up 2 years from now. Either way, I found somebody in an unorthodox way because the regular way is not working for me.
Okay.
I would say for me, I came on the show strictly because like my friends were like, hey man, you need a woman. Right? Because like that's like, hey man, you're working all the time. Like you don't go out, you don't hang out. So like when else are you gonna find a woman? So that's the answer why I truly went on. I actively was not pursuing. My friends looked at my life and said, hey man, go, we're signing you up right now.
Okay.
I'm very glad I did go because it made me feel like, like I probably could use some assistance here or there, like in the love life. I probably could use somebody to talk to on occasion because being a children's author, you see a lot of lovely families out here that are complete, that do have kids that I'm giving books to and like their kids are laughing with their parents. So you get to see like another side of like what I could have in the future. So I definitely am open to love. I'm definitely was looking for love. And I think it's a lot of people out here that should go on the show for that reason, because there are a lot of hard workers out here. Like, you are a hard worker, BM's a hard worker. So like sometimes you get so in your work that you're not even paying attention, you know?
Okay.
So this was an eye opener too, that I do need to respect that lane. It is another part of me.
It also gave me like a way to meet people outside of what I do, because I'm in the nightlife. So you're exposed to the same dating pool. So I really wanted a broader, you know, dating category than what I'm used to, what I'm exposed to.
Okay. Yeah. And speaking of your professions, they're like on two different ends of the spectrum.
I got a lot of questions
how
about that.
is
Yeah.
that like, I feel like for TJ, I know probably you've got a lot of messages and there's been a lot of comments about it. Like, how is this going to work between them? Like, is that something that you feel is also blocking you guys?
For my part, my only person that asked me in my family about it, I think one of my cousins or somebody was like, "Hey, did you know she was a exotic dancer?" And I was like, "I didn't know, actually." And we talked about it. Like, we talked at the same time when she said it.
Yeah,
like, when she said dancer, I dated a lot of dancers, but then like when she said exotic dancer, I was like talking, so I didn't hear. But after the show, when she said that, I was already getting to know her like beyond the exotic dancer. So if I would have heard that, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I would have popped, maybe, because like I had a stigma, you know. I didn't really understand, like I didn't really look beyond that label, you know. So I'm actually glad I didn't hear it, because I wouldn't even got to know her, you know what I mean, as a friend, as a genuine human being. Like I said, Tiffany doesn't want to be in that life forever. Nobody does, really, unless you really like that. So I think it was a curse and a blessing that I was able to not hear it.
Okay. And then Tiffany, do you feel like the professions are something that's possibly blocking the two of you from like really exploring this more?
Well, me alone, it's always been an issue in my dating life. So that's why I went on the show.
You don't say.
But I did think that's like, I was nervous saying it. I thought he heard it, but I was nervous saying it, so it was a little low. I was like, exotic dancer. Because when
I was literally like arguing with people.
But I was like,
I was arguing with people because I was like, she didn't say that.
I'm gonna take a chance to get my balloon back, and you know, if he pops on me, he pops on me. But at least I know that I'll leave this situation knowing that, you know, I didn't leave with no regrets.
Yeah,
it was crazy. I really did not like when people was like, she said that. I was listening. I'm like, I don't hear it. Like, how did they hear that? I was right in front of her and didn't hear it.
Yeah, you heard dancer, and he's like, "Oh, I did a lot of dancers." Did you think he was talking about exotic dancers as well when he said that too?
I did, but I didn't realize how.
Because I thought that as well too, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Very low saying it. I said it very low. I was nervous saying it because it.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest, man. We got to be real about this, and she know it. She's ashamed to tell people what she does in the grand scheme of things. If you're ashamed of what you do, man, do something different. Ladies, I understand the money can come. She could make a lot more. She looked a lot better. But like, man, it ain't a respectable lifestyle. You know that, and it's not gonna be conducive to you actually finding somebody. Like, just because you do the profession, people will form an opinion about you, and everybody knows that. Just don't do it. Just don't fucking do it. Like, I'm trying to tell you, if you want to be with somebody, just don't do that shit. It ain't that hard. But we got Big Op in the building. I can't believe I actually said that out loud. We got Op in the building, y'all. What it do?
You already just said it before. Let it go, brother. Let it go. Just go with the flow.
Nah, that sound like some Diddy shit.
Oh no, hell, hey man, no Diddy, man, no Diddy. Meat Mill, no Diddy.
Help me out, man. But nah, what's up, man? What's the word? You got the flow. What's the word? All right, we lost Op, y'all. I think we lost Op. God damn it. How we lose you that fast? Either way, though, he'll be back in a second. We're going to keep going. All right, you back?
Yeah, I had to turn off my Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. So what it sounds like is this chick, I'm so tired of hearing this shit. All right, you're a whole 304, and you probably started early versus going to college. Now, we know what we always say over here is that you got too many of our women who choose college over marriage. she's the one that chose stripping over doing the right thing. So she's trying to build a career off that. We don't know if she's doing what she need to do with her money. How old is this chick?
I got a lot of questions about that shit too. Like, how old is she? Did she have kids? I can't remember that because I forgot she was a stripper. But I remember covering the show she was on. And I don't. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
Let's say she like 23, 24. So she's around that age where she should actually be finished with college, and she could be making a decent little wage. But she got attracted to the fast money. Another older hoe probably introduced her to this life. You know how that story always goes.
Mhm.
So you got a good, decent dude over here, but sadly, she says her stripping has messed up dating potential, which means she done probably dated niggas at the strip club before. I know I didn't talk to bitches from the strip club. So, but the difference with me and my dogs, we know you don't take that shit seriously.
Yeah,
So those dudes, they probably told her like, nah, you know, I ain't look. They probably hit her with, I ain't looking for a relationship right now.
yeah. So,
You know what I'm saying? No, they lie.
yeah, I fuck with you, but I ain't trying to fuck with you if that makes sense for you. Trying to be
Yeah,
nice.
I smash you, but that's about it. So the sad thing about this situation is he's the nice guy. He probably ain't getting no coochie. She probably getting offers for penis all the time. She getting smashed here and there. She want to try to get something good. She's kind of smart. Where it's like, okay, this a simp, and you know I'm gonna get some miles on my box for a few more years, and if he's still around, and I don't find a better option, the greener grass on the other side of the fence, then I fuck with him. So the sad thing is we know hoes like this. I always say there's no option out of your line. It's just you a hoe. So that's what I'm saying right now. She's holding on because he's doing all right, and the good excuse is he's busy like I'm busy. He travels like I travel. But the only sad thing is he ain't got no options like that unless he tricks. You know what I'm saying? Pay for it. So it's a sad dynamic, but it's good we keep seeing videos like this.
Man, look, I like that. I like that breakdown, man. That was very dynamic. We gonna go back to it because that was a good breakdown. Let's keep going.
It has been an issue in my past. So.
Yeah.
I will say this because I know comments can be very mean. Like before meeting Tiffany and going on a date with her, and of course we haven't been on serious dates or anything like that, but just knowing her as a human, as a friend, a stripper's just a job. You know what I mean? Like it really is just a job. You're just making money, and if you do have a stigma towards strippers, you probably.
I just gotta say this real quick.
It's good to be alone for a minute in the confession room. Niggas is wildin'.
Stripping ain't just no job. I'm sorry. It ain't. We not finna do this in society. We not finna just diminish what some people do. It is a negative thing to be doing. Yes, you can make money in it. Yes, there are people that do it. You might have somebody in your family that do that shit. It's still not respectable. It's not. It's never been. We not finna normalize that. It's not respectable, bro. It ain't just a job. If you was sucking dick in the back alley, you want it. I guess he would want everybody to be like, yeah, man, it's just a job. I'm like, nah, bro, that shit nasty, bro. Fuck wrong with you, man? I'm sorry for stopping it, but damn, nah.
No, because I was about to say something. I'm glad you stopped it, so I could say something real quick. It's sex work. That's not just a job. All the STDs you can catch from, you can lose your life if you catch certain STDs. It's not. She's doing the call center work. So if you got a chick,
she ain't flying around the country like he is selling the kids' book. It ain't something like that.
Yeah, how do you explain that to your kids or the kids? Like when they ask what your wife do for work. She's an entertainer. You're not gonna say she sit on penis, and you got thinking that lifestyle, the entertainment world, the underbelly or underground of the entertainment. No diddy, she's sitting on a bunch of penises and dealing with guys who got some kind of money in that moment. If she finally got a whole bunch of money that can retire her, And if she's the type of chick that want her back blown out and her guts rearranged, she's not gonna go for the nigga who she never had a real date and he's just a fucking simp over everything that in that lifestyle entails is the best deal that you can get. Like I said, the grass is greener on the other side. So she'll be the type of hoe. I say she probably under 25 around that. She's gonna be the type of young bitch that's gonna go with the superficial things. She may like certain things about him. She dumps her emotional baggage off on him. He receives it. They have different good little conversations. She might be decent in that way. But this bitch is, come on, man. We're not gonna sit here and tell me that he's making good money. He got a great career. He's independent, making his own money. That he couldn't find a decent woman that worked for fucking Wendy's. Come on, man.
Looking. Look, they say he wasn't looking. I don't believe a lot of people get caught up in their work and I believe people intentionally don't date sometimes. I know I do this from time to time. No, I'm intentionally just not trying to date nobody right now. I don't think this motherfucker walking around oblivious like, oh, I just work so much. No, you wasn't trying to date nobody. He said his friends made him go on a show. That don't make it. And then on top of it, like, hell, take the stripper part out. She just a regular girl. I know that didn't make her feel good at all. Because he already said earlier in the video, like she was the only one left, so why not? It's like, don't no girl want to hear that shit. And then he on top here talking about, man, look, I ain't even really looking for no relationship for real. I work so much. And she probably going to play it. I think she might play the long game. If it's some devious stuff going on, she going to play the long game. Like, hey, look, man, I'm going to stay in contact with this motherfucker, like you said. I'm going to keep on trying to find something in this motherfucker. Because it sounds like she's stripping to try to get out. She trying to get out of stripping. That's what it sounds like. I don't know how true that is, man. I don't know how that works. But she gonna hold out, and then hopefully if he around, if she can't find what she looking for, she broke down and beat up. Like that old pickup truck.
Real quick, one last thing. If this chick that made already at least in this lifestyle 50 grand, she could have been got out. Matter of fact, if she made 10 grand, she could have been got out.
You ain't got to make a lot of money in that shit as long as you saving it right.
That's what I'm saying. And then you spend it right. So when I hear hoes say that shit, I'm like, bitch, that's cap. Because in my lifetime growing up, I've heard stories about niggas being in a dope game, make a certain amount of money, and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Niggas putting themselves through college. So that means by the time a nigga was 24, 25, he wasn't in the dope game no more. So these hoes get used to the fucking lifestyle and still fucking know. Oh, okay, cool. I can make, say a bitch she made about $5,000 to $7,000 a month. I'm gonna say $2 grand a month. You ain't trying to get out. You used to the fucking life. Look at this weave she got in her shirt popped open. That bitch ain't trying to get out the lifestyle until she about 28. Now, how many niggas then tricked off on there and knocked their ass off? Like, come on, man. My bad. I don't mean to hold it up. It's just, I'm thinking about real stories.
I've been playing with them tonight.
I used to be, dog. I've known people that had jobs at strip clubs, from security, bartenders, strippers, bottle girls, all of that. So I've heard these stories. And me at 40 years old, thank God, I look and I see stuff on Facebook. And I see certain hoes that's been in the strip club since it was like 2009, and they still in the strip club, stripping. They got a car.
It's still in the strip club, stripping.
Bitch can't even get a Honda Civic off her coochie. Like, my bad. Go ahead.
I tell you, I've been playing with them tonight. Hey, let's keep going. Cause you got that energy for this one. The next one I'm gonna show y'all. Who fucking we?
Probably should get to know them, like get to ask them, see what their priorities are, because everybody's different.
Most definitely. Everybody is different. I met dentist assistants that are dancers. I met women that are in the police academy that are dancers. I met women that are married that are dancers. So everyone is very different.
I had students that were dancers. Like I teach
excuses to be hoes.
Okay, I was about to say, hold on. What do you teach?
No, he's a professor.
In my class.
Hey, it's pretty much like, hey man, I know a crackhead. It ain't that bad to do crack. It's like, nigga, what? What the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, look, they really trying to normalize it. Y'all, we are not normalizing stripping. We're not. We're not doing that. No.
In college.
Okay,
Yeah.
in college. Okay.
People
Yeah,
dance
like
to
I
get
have-
through college. I was in college a couple
Yeah.
of times. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just to kind of wrap this up,
Yeah, wrap it up.
obviously,
Hold on, real
just
quick.
getting to
Hold
know
on, real
each
quick.
other,
Pause it.
the doors
I'm
open
sorry.
for-
Pause it real quick. Pause it real quick, Jay. Uncanny, stop the bullshit. You don't have to be a strong motherfucker to date a scripper. What you have to be is one or two guys. You have to be a simp or a pimp. You have to be a
that comment, right? I knew you would. I
Oh.
was trying to click on it quick.
you gotta be a weak motherfucker to be okay with your bitch dancing on dudes' poles, pause. Or you gotta be a pimp, get in her head, and you gonna get that bread off of this hoe and kick this bitch to the curb. There's no in between. Alright, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, let's keep going.
both of you, like you said. I do hope it blossoms into something and you both
It
make
ain't.
time for each other. But, you know, like you
They
guys said,
won't.
no pressure. You guys are still getting to know each other. Now, any upcoming projects that we can be on the lookout from either
Yeah.
one of you?
gonna
Let's
be
start with you,
stripping in
TJ.
She gonna be stripping in your nearest town.
I am still doing the TV book, but I also decided to release my poems.
Oh.
So I'll be putting out my poetry book sometime in next month, and it's full of love stories and heartbreaks, and I think it would be good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, congrats on that. And I hope, you
Thank
know,
you.
it does really well.
Yeah, because I've only been a children's book author, so I was like, you know what? Like, I have
Something
other
different.
stuff
Expand
I do. You know?
your horizon. You're talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Tiffany, what about for yourself?
Expand your
I've
horizons.
been working more on my podcast, Nasty Closet Podcast. I interview entrepreneurs, people with coming of age stories. I would love to have TJ on the show.
Oh, yeah,
But
we talked
you
about
know,
that.
I never had
Oh,
a
we
chance to
talked
look
about
offer on there yet. But yeah, so I'm just working on just expanding my brand and getting into more like creative aspects. I want to get into fashion more and stuff like that. But as far as for now, I'm working on just being a commentator and just sharing people's stories.
Well, good luck with that as well. All right, guys. Well, it was such a pleasure having you guys on today. Thank you so much for coming on and speaking your truth and being so open. I really do
All right,
appreciate
there's enough of that. There's enough of that. I don't know why she ain't asked Arlette to come on her show. Hey, if you really trying to podcast, so you podcast during the day and you strip at night. That's a hard working woman right there.
No, this is my thing. Real quick. You know, we talked about this earlier today, off the show. The conversation I had with dumbass females on Facebook, and it tripped me out that women want to be able to moonlight as the niggas they hate and swear they don't want to date no more. So she like, oh, expand your horizons while she expand her ass cheeks. And I'm just like, okay, so when we gonna see a show where a bitch is accepting of a nigga fucking a whole bunch of hoes and she over here still being a good woman? We ain't never gonna see that. I mean, openly, like.
I think we done seen it, but you know, it's
No. I'm saying openly. I'm saying openly with the same way. Oh, I'm an exotic dancer or stripper, where the nigga is like, oh, I'm fucking a lot of hoes because.
Oh, you talking about that? God damn it! I got you.
That's what I'm saying. Because think about it. As soon as you say stripper, you already know what that means. She butt ass naked dancing on poles. When we gonna see a show where a woman is okay with a man fucking a lot of hoes? Cause think about it. I remember this show real quick called Entourage, one of my favorite shows off HBO.
I used to watch that shit. It's a good show.
My shit. Towards the end, you remember? So since you seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So Vince, the actual actor, the superstar.
Yeah.
So Vince was, when he was on the coke binge and all this shit, fucking up. Like, he was always doing great, but he fucked up. And he was fucking with the porn star, which is her actual porn star named Sasha Grey. So they got into an argument. She was like, you know what? I might fuck for money, but you fuck for fun, and that's worse. It's like, no, it ain't. No, it's not. It's actually better that somebody fucks for fun because they enjoy it, versus using the excuse, I need the money. No, bitch, you like the fuck, and thankfully you found a way to make money off of it. So it's not gonna be okay for a guy to just come out and say he fucking hoes until he find the right bitch to make him put his penis back in his pants. So that's how I know we're emasculated like a motherfucker, because it's okay for a bitch to say I'm a hoe for money, but it'd be wrong for a dude to say I'm a hoe for fun. That's all I'm thinking.
Really, I feel you. Look at that cat. He said, strippers are my cup of tea. I guess I'm a simp because I love them. And a lot of people say they love them strippers, man. They got a whole song.
Well, I mean, Lena script for just get Lena the script for you.
Yeah. Here you go. We about to finish this second video.
Get Lena the script for you, man. Bring them Chipotle dollars home. Throw them dollars at her.
This is terrible. Look, hey, I am not. Oh Lord, here we go. Look, y'all. We got another video out. You got the energy for that last one. I can't wait to see the energy you got for this one, y'all. Because this is actually a female and guy that's actually in the thumbnail. And I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna lose your mind. Lena said, what is your cup of tea? Oh Lord Jesus, it better not be. It better not be I'm your cup of tea. Oh, what the hell? Look, y'all stop. Man, y'all text each other and flirt. Let's keep going. Man, skip this music. I don't want to hear that shit.
Arlette. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are here today with Cliff and Ro. Welcome, y'all. How are we feeling?
First impressions, what do you think is going to be the issue right here? Oh, do you think there'll be an issue? You think they worked out for him? Well, just before we even get into it, what you think?
One looked like a Muslim. One looked like the man looked like a Muslim from Philly, and the other one looked like a hoe from Houston.
All right. Here you go. Let's see what we got.
How you doing, Arlette?
I'm good. Thank you. So we had you both on episode 28 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Well then, is it going to be a yes for you for her?
Yes for me.
And is it a yes for you for him? Yes. We got it!
Man, that's an ugly ass dress. And look, I'm not a fashion person, but that's an ugly ass dress. That's an ugly ass dress. I'm sorry, that's an ugly ass dress.
On that episode, that was kind of like the guys got brought back. It was your second chance at finding someone. Cliff, how was it for you the second time around?
Second time around, it was a little crazy.
Okay.
I was still was getting popped, but I managed to get a match.
Right.
The third time the charm. Like everyone was saying. So it was pretty. It was it felt good to actually get a match, but So yeah, from the previous 23. So it was pretty good. I felt good about it.
Okay. Good. Yeah, because I know a lot of people were like, man, Cliff went up there twice and he got popped last minute. And then finally, third time, Ro came in and was like, yes. So everybody was super happy for you.
Yeah.
Ro, how was it for you? How has it been since you've been on the show? All of that.
I mean, it's been okay. I mean, I'm honestly just focused on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not sounding selfish, but yeah, I'm just trying to get like my career on path, like where I want to be.
Good. Yeah. And then good point. Like, let us know a little bit about yourself. I know on the show you mentioned you were going back to school and things like that. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little more.
So I'm back in school. I graduated this year with my associates, but I just got accepted literally like after filming. 2 weeks later, I got accepted into the nursing program. So I'm so excited. This week, I know, thank you. This week was just like orientation. It was just a lot of information, like a lot. Like my mind is really fried, so I'm really not even here. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Well, then let's go ahead and jump right in then so we can get over to the juicy topic at hand, which is, since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
I feel like the day after was like a date, I guess.
Okay. So after filming, you guys went out?
Yeah, for brunch.
Oh, okay. So how was that planned? How would everything go? Let me know.
I mean, if he wants to talk, he can.
Okay, go ahead, Cliff.
So I mean, basically, she had a flight to catch that next morning, and I
Okay.
decided, she was close near to the airport, so it was a little breakfast brunch like Snooze Eatery. So I decided we
Ooh, I
can,
like snooze.
yeah. So I decided let's just go there for brunch and catch up and try to get to know each other and talk a little bit. So I decided to take her to Snooze, so we went to Snooze for brunch that morning.
Okay. How'd that go? Well, how was it for you, Cliff?
It went well. I feel like it went well. We had good conversation. We had mimosas, drinks. We got
Okay.
to feel her energy a little bit more. So I feel like the vibe was pretty smooth for me. When that
Okay.
was the first time us 1-on-1. So it was pretty cool for me though, for the most part.
Okay. How was it for you, Ro?
It was okay. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I mean, it was a few things that I was noticing during the brunch, but overall it was okay.
Okay. Like what? What were you noticing?
I already addressed it to Cliff. Like, I feel like it was just like some topics that were being brought up a lot, and it was kind of like why were we discussing it, if that makes sense.
Okay. Cliff, did you want to touch on that?
Basically, the topic that she saying that I brought up was she asked me a question about from the show who was what the females that popped me, and I explained to her one of the contestants that one of the females that popped me, but I guess she said I brought that up multiple times when we were out or when we was there, but I don't feel
Like you brought up the other contestant, or you brought up being popped?
well, I told her about who the female was that popped me, and I guess she felt like I brought it up so many times, but I mean she asked me the question, I explained it to her, so. But she said I brought it up multiple times. I don't really recall bringing it up that many times, but I guess in her mindset, she said I brought it up multiple times. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember asking you about it because I know that you had discussed it like prior that night, like when we were in the car, and she wasn't the only one that popped on you. You have to remember that. But I feel like she was being brought up more just because y'all had common interest. So I feel like maybe your mindset was somewhere else, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you feel like, oh, sorry, Cliff, go ahead.
I mean, we was eating that night when we went out. She asked me the question, like, who was because she was curious, like, who was the ones that popped, and I explained who the ones was, but it was one that I did explain that I did have a little more similar interest with, which I can't deny and lie about that. But yeah, I mean, that was the truth, but fact. But I don't feel like I brought it up constantly, but I did explain to her who it was. So, I mean, and I just left it at that. But I mean, she felt like I said it more than multiple times. So I guess it is, it is what it is on that.
So, Ro, you feel like that other contestant was more his type? Is that what, is that the vibe that you were getting? Or
I can't say type, like he said, like more, they had just more in common.
Okay.
And like, even like Cliff, when we were like at brunch, I even said like, why do you keep talking about it? And then you're like, oh no, I don't know what you said after that, but I know me saying that, okay, why are we still talking about it? Like, it just was like, kept going.
That's the part where I'm confused at, because at brunch, I don't really feel like I brought her name up. I brought her name up that night, and that was pretty much it. Like brunch, I feel like we was talking about everything else besides that. So I don't really see myself saying that constantly. But I mean, if she feel like that, I said it multiple times. We just gonna leave it at that. She feel like I said
real quick. Can I say something, Jay?
So
you guys,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm so. That's why I'm so glad. Like Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, said this, and I always thought this. And remember, I told you a while back, I made a video saying this, and it wasn't female, it was dudes coming at my head. A man saying I feel like it's not fucking manly. And the reason why I say that, they tell me, they say that in therapy when I did, well, a man and a couple women. When they say I feel like, a feeling is happy, sad, mad, confused. Not, I feel like she thinks I brought it up, but I didn't bring up this female that many times. No, either you did or you fucking did not. That's not a fucking feeling. You're bringing up an actual action of what the fuck happened. That's not a feeling. I won't say, oh, Jay, I remember, I feel like we had a conversation today. That's not a fucking feeling. That's either we did or we did not, or I don't remember. It's not, oh, I feel like me and Jay hollered at each other today. No, that's not a fucking feeling. Either you did or you fucking did not. And I'm so sick and tired of motherfuckers saying, I feel like. Fuck a feeling. I don't remember or I do fucking remember. Like, what the fuck are we at? It's like we mix therapy with rap. Nigga, them lyrics don't go together. Those are not bars. What the fuck are we talking about right now? I'm sorry, I just had to say that because that shit get on my nerves.
Get it off his chest. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Fucking I'm confused about the situation right now because he said she asked him. He said that. Well, she said she didn't. She's saying he brought it up a bunch of times.
No, she said she feel like he brought it up a bunch of times.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of feelings in this shit. But fucking honestly, it was issues. Let's see what it can't just be that. But either way though, I would
Went out
Let's go.
the night before the brunch as well, or
Yeah, we went out. Yeah, we went out that night too.
oh, okay. Where'd you guys go that night?
I think it was Yard House.
Okay, and it was just
But
you two,
everybody
or it
was
was like
there
a...
before we got there because he
Oh,
took me to
okay.
go change.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to be in something a little bit more comfortable. So he took me to my Airbnb to go change, and then that's when we met everybody at Yard House.
Okay, so this one was more Yard House is more like a group setting. Everyone else from the show.
Right.
Okay,
It
I
wasn't
see.
all the matches, but it was just like a few of us.
Got it. Okay, and then brunch the next day was just the two of you guys.
Right.
Okay. So then after brunch, what happened? Obviously, I know you had to go catch a flight. How's
Yeah, he took me to just to the catch my flight. Yeah.
okay? And how has the communication and everything been since then?
There has not been a communication.
All
Oh,
right, here before she get into that, we got Big Back for Life up in the building, man. What's up, man? Let the people know what it is.
What up, though, man? Hey, I got a little time, so let me kick with y'all. I gotta make a move in a minute, but yeah, hey, man, hey, I was gonna hit you up and like it's last minute now, but I wasn't sure I was gonna do a stream tonight, but yeah, what up, though?
I got you. Any thoughts on? Hey, have you seen any of this so far?
No, I haven't. I just went on here and I just saw you was on.
All right, well, bet. Here go, check this. It's about to get to the nitty gritty part. Get ready for this.
All right.
okay. So after brunch, you guys determined.
I mean,
but it
after
wasn't...
yes, like when I got here, like back to Texas, yes.
Mhm.
But like we like talked about some stuff, and I think like we wasn't on the same page, and maybe like he felt like a certain way, and then I honestly don't want to bring up this issue because I don't know if I can discuss it, but like what was going on in this chat, and it just was like a lot that was going on. So
okay,
it kind of
bring
like
it up, but you just brought it up.
I guess like I remember asking Cliff like, what's your like normal or usual type that you go for? I mean, he told me, and then he asked me, and I told him there's a particular like nationality that I do talk to, just because it's like what I'm used to, but I think he kind of took it as like I didn't want to get to know him. Like I honestly like wanted to step out of my comfort zone, and I really was interested. Like I really told him that I'm open and that I don't want to ever miss out on a blessing ever. So I don't want to say like this person is my person because he's this color or this nationality or this ethnicity. If that makes sense.
okay.
So I did say that, but I don't know if something else like made him not like want to communicate, because then even like we had a discussion like one night when we talked on the phone, and then you're like, oh, I'll text you in the morning, and then I didn't hear anything else from you.
Okay, and now so Cliff, she's kind of saying you guys had a discussion. You said you were gonna call her the next day or whatever it was, and she didn't hear back from you. What would you say led to that?
Well, one thing, it was a lot of stuff going on in my head that was brought up to my attention too. I kind of didn't want to share it at that moment, but another thing that was brought up to me was Rose had a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her. So this that was brought up to my attention as well.
Hold on, what?
What?
Let me go.
Nigeria.
That just went left.
Like she was eating. Hey, she was eating good, huh, my boy?
You gotta say that shit again.
Real Nigerian man taking care of her.
So this
another thing that was brought up to me was Rose had a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her. So this that was brought up to my attention as well from a few people that she was on the show with as well. So and then just with her when she explained the whole like she haven't really experienced African American man. And she
wait, I didn't say that.
She said she
I didn't say that.
You said
because my mom is from Louisiana. I grew up with my mom. Like,
but you said you have. Like, she basically said she haven't dealt with African American.
I didn't say I've never dealt.
You said it's
I've never said I've never dealt. Please don't put words in my mouth.
Bro, you said
because I consider myself Black American, even though my dad was Nigerian. Mm-hmm. I consider myself Black American. I've dated so many Black American men, but I'm saying the older I got, I just started like dating like Nigerian men, and I just feel like a comfort like
with the Nigerian.
So I'm just telling you, I haven't dated any Black American men in a while. That's all I was saying.
That's what I'm explaining. I'm explaining. So
no, but you said that I have never.
I said you haven't dealt with. You told me that you haven't dealt with African American men in a while. So
you didn't say in a while.
You didn't even let me finish. Can I finish?
Okay, let's let him finish. Go ahead.
Okay. Basically, she said she haven't dealt with African American men.
Why is he saying that? Like, why is he saying like that? Like she not Black? Like,
nah, he not. I don't think he's saying it like she not Black.
Like usually when you say like, oh, African American man, like you talking to maybe a white girl, white person.
I think he repeating what she said.
Oh, she said that. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he repeating saying she told me that she ain't dealt with an African American male in a while.
That's crazy.
I thought she was doing all that. My dad's Nigerian, but I consider myself Black American. It's like,
that is a. I mean, that's a good conversation because I have my debates about that as well. But Black American or African American, I don't say. I don't know. I have my questions and I like.
No, she considers herself Nigerian. She says she considers herself Black American, African American. She don't, because she wouldn't have said it like that to him.
Yeah.
Like she probably consider. Man, most people that have another like Kenyan or Ghanaian, all these other, they always consider themselves African. Especially people from the Caribbean too. They consider that first before anything, even if they're American citizens. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people do that. Even white folks. Oh, I'm German. I'm like, oh, bitch, you white. Like that's what I tell them all the time. You white. Like just leave it alone. You Black. But because that's how they all gonna look at you anyways. Let's keep going though.
In a while, because of her past experience, don't get me wrong. She's like she have dealt with Nigerian men as well. But she had some past experience with them as well. So I was like, okay, cool. But it was just giving me that if she haven't dealt with an African American man, it just felt like I think she was more towards. Like Nigerian might be more towards our preference. And then just to piggyback off that.
But you can't make that decision for me. If I said I was open to get to know you.
You were open and optimistic. But then again, a few of the girls on the show from her episode, brought it up to my attention that she was talking to a whole Nigerian man that's 53 years old. So I was just shocked about it because I'm like, and then she was, the girls was shocked about it because they're like, why is she even on the show? And then
wait. So you said the girls in the group said that I was talking to this guy now?
You explained it to them.
No, I was not talking. I'm not talking to this guy now. Like this was like earlier part of this year. So whatever got missed.
So Ro, just to confirm, when you came on the show, are you single?
Yes. Like I wouldn't. For them to say that this guy was taking care of me, yes, this guy was taking care of me, but this was like way like earlier part of this year. So that had nothing to do with me. Like I literally came on the show with great intentions on finding somebody. So I don't like that you took what somebody else said instead of like getting it from me, because you never even asked that from me. I feel.
Hold on. How did the girls on the show know that you was dating a 53-year-old Nigerian man if you didn't tell them? And if you did tell them, the question is, why did you tell them that?
Right. That's what. And that's. I mean, I don't want to say females though, but shit, I feel like niggas do that shit too. They tell they niggas certain things they won't tell most people. But
Never think about it. She don't know these people, and why would they even come out of her mouth? Where would that come up at the dating show? You telling these random bitches that you don't know that you why? It sounded like you was bragging about that.
Yeah, bragging
on the dating show, and them bitches probably saying something to him about it. Like, yeah, you know, she was in the back talking about she got a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her. Who the fuck would say that? Why would you go in and say that to anybody, any random people? How did that come up?
Yeah.
And it seemed like she mad that they told him, but not the fact that she very possibly told them herself. I'm like, that's weird.
What happened? You up in your mouth. You bite you in the ass.
Fucking you over here trying like you. I really. It seemed like she was in there bragging to them bitches that she got a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of her, and them bitches like, oh, that's the case, okay, because maybe they didn't. Maybe you did something else that they didn't like about you. Bitches gonna be messy regardless.
And how you get him to do that?
Let's keep going.
I don't feel like that's right.
For you.
I just feel like because you explained it on the show to the girls and everything, and they brought it up to
but
me.
you keep saying to the girls, but you never addressed me.
So you guys never had a conversation about
exactly. We never had a discussion about it. So you are going by.
I felt like I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that because
that means that you wasn't really interested.
No, it wasn't that.
Interested in getting to know me then.
It wasn't that. It just showed me that she was bragging about it like to the girls on.
I wasn't bragging.
Like
how can you go by? I don't get it. How can you go by he say she say? I would never do that to you because even in the group chat, I heard some stuff you were saying, but I never said, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk to Clip because I'm hearing this." Like I'm 33 years old. I wouldn't go back and be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna talk to him because I heard this." I'm an adult.
So, Ro,
like,
all the girls are in a group chat together from the episode. Is that where
like
this information is coming from?
Right. So the girls have a group chat that we made a group chat because we wanted to go out after the show and like hang out. I mean, yeah. So that's what the group chat was morely about. Mm-hmm. And so it just turned to something else. And I'm not trying to put the other girls out there because I look. I got to know everybody. No, but put them out there. I don't know what girls he's pertaining to because I honestly was not in the back bragging about some 50-year-old man taking care of me. Because
how would they know?
That's not what it is. And I wish you would have addressed me like personally, and I would have told you no. That was like way back then. I mean, that's how communication started. And I told you on the show, communication is a real big issue for me. That's my love language. If you can't communicate with me, and you going by like what the streets are saying, like you would never have a real relationship. And that's just
it wasn't.
How would the streets know? They don't know you, lady. Does she not get the whole concept? It's one thing if you live in a neighborhood or something in the city and people talking about you because everybody in the city know you. But lady, you went to a dating show with a bunch of random people. None of them people know you. You talking about the streets talking, they can't say that shit unless it came from you. You can't get mad that he listening to what somebody told him. Yeah. And then you already qualified that, that was way back earlier in the year. So you did tell him.
That's the equivalent of you dating a girl and your homie told you like, hey bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I smashed. Like, shit gonna fuck you up. Like, all right. Make you wanna bounce back.
Okay, like I ain't finna fall in love with this one.
Yeah, you gotta respect your homie because he came up to you. So,
this shit even worse though. She don't know the people.
That's crazy.
She don't know these folks. You telling these random ass girls shit, and you mad at him because he didn't come to you and say nothing to you about it, but it kind of influenced his decision. Why the fuck? That's information that you put out there. When nobody knows that you told somebody.
And not only that, she talking about communication is key. Bitch, they told him. You didn't tell him shit. Mm-hmm. So why the fuck should he have to come to you and ask these questions when you should have said it? The same way you was bragging, bitch, to these random heifers.
Who is this?
Then, all right, then you should have had no problem saying nothing to him.
It's Op.
Yeah.
You here the whole time.
It don't say Op, so it threw me off. What up, though, bro?
What's good?
Nigga, my nigga. That's funny. That's funny as hell. I'm like, who is this nigga with the B? This nigga said, I'm like, this out. What the fuck going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This man been here for like fucking 30 minutes.
Hey, what's your real name? It start with a B?
It's big. He got his title on here, Big Op. He need to capitalize his O.
It's smart.
That's what he need to do. Make it easier to read. It look like an African name. Now I see when you looking at it, it look like an African name.
Man, let me find.
Jay just hating. That's all.
I was about to say, let me find out your name is Brian and shit. Like what the fuck?
No, definitely not.
This shit terrible. Look, either way though, man, this bitch crazy right now. I don't understand it. You can't be mad at him because he made a decision off something that somebody told him. When you're the one who
She deflected.
Yeah, like you the one doing this shit. He wasn't comfortable with what the fuck you was doing. So either way, either you was gonna hide it from him, or you was gonna lie about it. Right now, you trying to defend yourself from it, but it don't. Let's keep going. Let's see how this go. And she don't know how to let that man talk either. She keep cutting his ass off.
That's just pure honesty.
And it was multiple people that was.
I'm just saying, like street, like outside people.
But it's multiple people bringing up the same situation.
But you're still saying multiple people instead of addressing it from the person that it happened to. So now it feels like, I'm sorry. Like now it feels like you're trying to make me look bad on this show. Like, oh, she had this man taking care of her while she came on the show. I haven't seen that man in months. Like literally. Months.
So Cliff, did you ever like once think like, okay, you know what, I'm hearing this, let me go ahead and speak with her and get more clarification?
No, I didn't want to bring it to her attention because I just feel like we'll be in a debate like how it is right now, just constantly like, no, it was just go back and forth.
It's not a debate. I'm defending myself.
Going back and forth and like
I'm defending myself.
It was just like she bringing it up like it was past years or something when it was probably could have been recently. So I just didn't.
It wasn't recent though.
I don't really know what it was, so I didn't really want to necessarily talk about it like at that point because I feel like she would have just probably said like, "Oh, it was in the past" or some years ago.
Because that's true. Like I'm gonna defend myself. If it's true, I would tell you. If it's not true, I would tell you it's not true. Like I'm gonna defend myself.
He does.
So how was it brought up to you, Cliff? Like you reached out to the other girls, or they reached out to you? Like how?
Yeah, actually, it was one that she was actually cool with. But yeah, she reached out to me and told me, and she was like she can't believe that she told her that because she literally explained it to her. And then this was actually one of the girls that actually popped on me that told me it personally. So and she told me that she was bragging about it, and she thought about it like, why is you even on the show? If you announce
and
it.
I honestly feel like I already know who you're talking about, and that's probably the main person that was causing all the mess. But I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, but like I said,
I wish. But honestly, at the end of the day, you're my match. I'm your match. You talking to her about me is not okay.
I mean, it was brought to my attention. I didn't say nothing. I didn't even know anything. It was brought to my attention.
I know, but when you heard that, you should have been like, "Ro, like, is this true?" And I would have been like, "No, Cliff. That's not true." Like she might have misheard something or misread something because I keep all my receipts. Like I have messages too. So I wish you would have addressed me first and been like, "Ro, she said this. Is this true?" And I would have told you. I have nothing to hide.
This bitch immature, man.
Swear, all he had to do was just come to you. All you had to do was not tell nobody.
Yeah, it's hard for me to listen to her because I'm like, all right, she just argumentative. She like to argue. I can't.
But she brought up that she 32, 33 or something, and it's like, but bitch, why you running your mouth like you 13? Like you a grown ass woman.
Does she got bubble gum in her mouth? Have you been watching her? I've been watching her mouth when she been talking. It looked like she got some bubble gum in her mouth.
She got a whole uniform on too.
Yeah, she damn sure do got her that because that ain't her hair, y'all. Ladies, we're not being mean. That's not her hair. We can tell. And she kind of looked like she got that look. That look, y'all know the look. Look at her real quick, Rob. I want you to look at her. You know that look?
What on which one?
The girl. Not Arlette. The one that's over here arguing because she told everybody she had a Nigerian man taking care of her. You know that look right there, right? Like you saw her, you gonna think she down to do one thing only. She a certain type of chick. At least from the look I see.
Yeah. She
can't be mad at this man. I don't like you. And the sad part, I don't think she's mad that he found out about it. I think she's mad that because it seemed like he just didn't talk to her after he found out about that shit. Like they hung out and he was like, "Yeah, I'm good." After he dropped off at the airport, it seemed like he was like, "He good," and it seemed like she mad about it. I'm like, lady, you created the situation. Why the fuck you going in front of a bunch of random ass chicks telling them you got a 53-year-old Nigerian man taking care of you? Like them bitches wasn't gonna say something about it. Like what? Stop said it. She immature, man. Anyway, I'm gonna let it keep going, man, because she ain't done and she don't know. Can't stand this bitch.
Promise you.
So Cliff, you got this information, and then right after you got that was it. You never spoke to Ro again.
Yeah, I really did. I just fell back like off Ro. I couldn't deal with like all that. Just hearing the information, and then just with the whole, she kept bringing up like, oh, how I was constantly saying person name and stuff. It was just giving me a lot of like, I was gonna pull my dreads out, to be honest with you. Like I just didn't want to keep conversation where like it was just
this guy is making me
I
trying
don't
to
know.
make
It's
niggas
just
bad.
I just left it alone because I just wanted to like kind of move on because it was just I feel like it would be a lot of going back and forth with me and her. So I'm not that kind of person to keep going back and forth and always having to talk and I'm just like a more peace and smooth. But with Ro, it's just like it's just constantly have to like go back and forth. So I didn't want to kind of deal with that. So I wanted to keep my peace. So I kind of just left it as it is and just let it die down, really, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And more gentlemen, y'all need to do that. If you start seeing some bullshit come from somebody that you think about talking to, man, look, get the fuck on. Ain't no point in sitting around dealing with that shit just to get some pussy.
Right.
Cut that shit off. Salute to that gentleman right there. He saw some shit that he didn't like. First he heard something. And then he keep hearing her say this shit to him about you keep bringing this other bitch name up. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Salute to him, man. More men need to learn how to do that, man. And ladies, y'all too. Well, actually, y'all do it all the time. I think a lot of y'all do it for stupid reasons. But salute to him. Let's keep going.
So, were you interested in her to begin with? Like,
I mean, I was
bubblegum.
with all the information and stuff. With all the information and stuff that I got, it just kind of like
the information that you got.
It just made me kind of like think twice, and then just from the text message and stuff because I don't know. I just started thinking a little bit, and then plus when we rode in the car together, she didn't really want to match with me anyway when she explained everything to me. So that was another thing because I really wasn't truly her match, and she explained that to me in the car. So. That was another.
I never told you that, Cliff.
You did tell me that. You did tell me.
I did not. Why are you trying to make me look bad?
I'm really not. So
you are, but it's fine. You know what? I came on here.
This why I came on here with. This why I didn't want to.
Sorry, guys. Hold on. One person at a time. I can't hear.
I let him talk. I came on here with great intentions. So, not to like make him look bad, just go with the flow, like tell him, my side. Mm-hmm. But like the stuff.
Y'all watch her eyes. You can tell when somebody's fucking lying. I paused at the perfect spot. The bitch is lying. Nobody sensed it. And it's like, nah, I'm good on that. Saw some shit, sensed that from her. He was like, I'm good. He not trying to make you look bad. That's the impression that he got. You can't get mad at that. That's how you gave yourself off. He couldn't come to that conclusion if you weren't acting a certain type of way. Because if it was great, motherfucker would have said it was great. It ain't no other way around it. Shout out to Marcus. I forgot, man. I ain't got to the comments. My bad. Marcus said salute to the panel. We got a Kenny. He also said laugh my ass off. She calling 3 men from Nigeria daddy besides her father. And then Op said she more worried about her image than actually being a good person. That sound about right. Watch her eyes. Watch her eyes, y'all. You see the line. It's so obvious once you know what to look for.
I think you're saying is kind of crazy because for you to say that I sat in in the car and said that you was not my match, I would never say that. That has not came out my mouth ever. As I watched the show, I was not your match. When I watched the show, I was not your match. You literally was on that show asking the same questions to every lady. And
Oh.
the only question you were asking the lady was about travel. It was nothing about them genuinely, like as a person. It was nothing about them bringing anything to the table. It was nothing about them internally. You were only asking about travel. So to me, like, you're on the show just to find someone to travel with. And honestly, when I watched it, I kind of looked and was like, this guy really wasn't even really that interested in me, because you didn't really ask me any questions. The only person that was really asking me questions was Rob. Like, nobody... You honestly did not show interest in me. Like, you did not. And I know I didn't tell you was not my match, because I honestly wanted to match with you because you were older. I like that you were calm. Like, I want a man that's calm. I don't want a man that's rowdy, because I'm already like energetic. Like, I chose you because of those characteristics that I seen. You were calm, you were older, you cared yourself more, better. I liked how you were dressed. Like, so you can't say that I chose you. I didn't, like, you were not my initial match, because if that was the case, I would pop my balloon, honestly.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Even if it was the truth, don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. So when he say that you wasn't really into him, now you want to flip it around on him and say, nah, you wasn't really into me. That's what's going on right now. This shit is so fucking childish. She immature. I don't know how old she is, but this ain't a good look, baby girl.
Oh, bro, she's a little kid, bro. That's funny.
Yeah, it's not a good look as a grown woman. You want to be considered grown and shit, like all this. Look, y'all ain't matched. Clearly, he cut it off. I think that's really ultimately what it comes down to. And when he didn't respond back to her, like, she's mad about it. She mad about it. I don't think a lot of ladies can really deal with rejection. Some dudes can't deal with it either, but we more accustomed to learning, because, you want to get some pussy, you better go through that fire. You better get used to being rejected. So I'm like, she don't look like she good with it. And I said, she said she 33. 33, god damn. Ugh. Yeah, that's really bad to be 33. But hey, look, I know a lot of 33-year-olds act just like her. That's the sad part. Let's keep going though. She ain't done.
At the end of the day, like, that's just it. But honestly, to me, watching the show with my friends and family, it just seemed like you just wanted a match. And it didn't really feel like you wanted something genuine, because your questions were not in a genuine place. It was just like, oh, where have you been? Where have you traveled? That's it.
That's what he interested
Point
in.
blank, period.
Okay. Cliff, anything you want?
If that's what he's interested in, that's what he's interested in. So I don't know what the fuck you trying to say about it. You only asked about travel. Maybe that's what the fuck he interested in.
Right.
I guess I'm like, what the? Hey man, you want to make this man ask you what you want him to ask you. Like, bitch, maybe he don't.
That's what most females really want. They could control and manipulate and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what she doing. That's what she trying to, at least.
And what she
hey,
doing.
Look, he wasn't trying to hit none of that shit. And that's why I say salute to that gentleman. look, he dodged the bullet. We can see the bullet that he dodged in real time right now, y'all.
Yeah, I think low key, he just low key right now just fucking with her, because he can just fuck with her mom and shit. He know he ain't fucking. He knows she ain't shit.
She belonged to the streets. That's what it seemed like. But either way, he gonna take it. I'm gonna keep playing it.
You want to add to
I mean, that was one question I asked, because that's clearly what everybody came out and mostly everybody say. So traveling was one big thing about me. But when we were in the car, she clearly did say that Rob, who was the last person that was down with me, that she would have chose Rob, but she wanted to do something different. Rob was more of her preference.
You wouldn't know.
But she only chose me because she wanted to do something different. So she wanted to step out of her comfort zone. So that clearly means.
But I didn't say that you were not my match. I said Rob is someone I would have normally went for, but I chose you. I chose you for a reason. So you can't just say that, because just like you were bragging about the other girl, like y'all had a lot of common interests. I'm not doing you that way, but now you're making it seem like
you brought it up earlier.
I did not want to choose you. I chose you for a reason. If I wanted to choose Rob, I would have, but I didn't. I wanted to step out my comfort zone because I liked your demeanor. Like I said, you were calm, you were cool, collected. Like, I'm just confused on where all this coming from.
So
But
you felt like when
That
she
nigga
said
ain't
Rob is what
yeah.
she usually goes for, you're
Well, it
thinking
wasn't
like,
just. I mean, not even just that. It was just everything though that just led up to just where we at like now. So, I just
Okay.
didn't want to continue to like deal with like everything that was going on. So
okay, so there was no closure. Like, hey, I don't think this is it's not gonna
exactly, he didn't even
work.
give me closure. Like that's immature. Like that's all you could have said was like, bro, I heard this about you. Is it true? I would have told you. And then you could have made you could have said, okay, well, I don't want to continue this. And I would have been like, okay, I understand. You didn't even give me that. I would have gave you that. I honestly would have gave you that.
Ro, did you reach out to him when you didn't hear from him?
No, because
No, look, you can't contradict yourself that fast. Like that was really fast. Hold on. Listen to what this girl just said.
No closure. Like, hey, I don't think this is it's not
exactly,
gonna
you didn't even
work.
give me closure.
We're
Like
talking
that's
about closure.
immature. Like that's all you could have said was like, bro, I heard this about you. Is it true? I would have told you. And then you could have made you could have said, okay, well, I don't want to continue this. And I would have been like, okay, I understand. You didn't even give me that. I would have gave you that. I honestly would have gave you that.
Ro, did you reach out to him when you didn't hear from him?
No, because
So you wanted him to reach out to you and tell you, give you some closure. Very next question. Did you reach out to him? No. But you said you would have gave him closure. You would have gave him. You didn't even reach back out. What are you talking about, girl? You literally just lied on yourself that fast. I would have gave you that closure. Did you reach back out to him? No. I want to hear the but. I want to hear the but. What's the but? What's the but, Ro? What's the but?
I would have gave you that. I honestly would have gave you that.
Ro, did you reach out to him when you didn't hear from him?
No, because I felt like there was no need for me to reach out, because if he really was interested in me and if he really wanted to know like whatever he heard was true, then he would have reached out to me. I didn't reach out. After he said, oh, I'll text you in the morning, and then I didn't hear back, I'm like, well, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Exactly what he did.
Okay. Oh my God, that's a lot for only knowing each other. What was that? All in like a week?
That's what I'm saying. That's just too much. It's just too much to deal with. Like,
don't try to make it seem
it's
like
just
it's
too much
me,
to
though.
deal with within a week, and I'm just really not trying to do all that. Like,
Don't make it seem like it's just me.
I'm just
you
saying.
you have
Arlette,
blank in it too.
It's crazy because like even the messages and stuff I show my guys, it's like, wow, like you're going through like dealing with all that, and y'all barely even know
messages that she sent you.
Yeah, it's essays, paragraphs, like books.
Yes, because if I can't talk to you during the day, I'm gonna send you a message and tell you all this that we're talking about, because we're getting to know each other.
Shit.
Yeah.
All this you showing your boys and stuff. See, that's childish. I don't.
It's
do
not
stuff like
childish.
that.
It's not
It
childish.
is childish. Why would you show your boys my messages? That's for you.
Hey,
But
why
that's
would
what
you
we
tell-
do.
Hey,
That's
look.
what we
why-
do.
Hey, Ron, think about that. Like, think about the irony of this shit. She mad at him for sharing messages that she sent him to his homeboys. But she can't understand why he didn't want to deal with her, because she told some random ass women on the show
The
that
same-
she had a 50.
The same thing you did. The same thing we did.
Oh, like,
bro, if we fucking with a broad, niggas gonna and you smash whatever, you fucking with her, they gonna your niggas, you gonna tell your nigga. It is what it is.
No, are you more inclined to tell your homeboys, like if some crazy negative shit happened with a chick, you more inclined to tell your homeboys that first, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't anybody? She would tell her homegirls. So I'm like, lady, he told his homeboys about some crazy shit you was doing. You told random people that you don't even fucking know that you got an old man taking care of you. Like, look, what kind of shit are you on?
One thing about your homeboys, where it's a comfort zone, this is why I feel like with men, you need homeboys. Like, females, they try to get away, though. I don't need friends or this shit. No, we need friends. We need homeboys, bro. We need somebody we can lean on to, and they can give us accountability. But this, and then at the end of the day, the nigga gonna say, "Nigga, I'ma still rock with you, nigga." Like, it's a different. Like, niggas need that, bro. Like,
her argument ain't even got no weight. Yeah, that's why I said you wouldn't even have to explain that. I'm like, bitch, your argument ain't got no goddamn weight. You mad at me showing my homeboy some shit, and then on top of that, you don't like it because it was negative about you. That nigga ain't want to deal with her. That's what she can't get past. He didn't want to deal with her. He said, like, man, that was just too much in a week. I ain't want to deal with all that. Trying to make me look. Obviously, something happened. Something about you is all putting to this guy where he just didn't even want to talk to you no more. You
Right.
can't, like, you mad at him about that. You need to look in the mirror, bitch. What was it that you did? And every time he keep telling you something, you keep getting defensive and trying to argue him down about it. It's like, okay, well, he damn sure don't want to deal with you now because you're not even willing to accept what the fuck he's saying to you. That's immature. Not him telling his homeboys how crazy you was.
Right.
That I don't know what the fuck she on. I'm gonna let her keep going though, because she ain't done. Stop. She ain't gonna stop.
It's something like
That's
just to show
childish.
like
I have
this is
not showed
because
any of my
you are
friends.
match, so I showed them like look what I'm
It
going
doesn't
through.
matter. I'm your match.
Like,
I'm not
okay,
their match.
but it's just like I said.
So I
I'm
don't
like,
show my
it's-
friends
it
my
was a lot.
messages of you.
It was a lot, and I just
You have a lot. You have a lot of growing up to do, but it's
I
okay.
really
Like
don't.
you do.
I really
Because
don't.
there's no way I'm gonna be showing my friends my guys' messages like, oh yeah, she did this. Like,
No, I
come
was
on
just
now.
showing them like, look what I'm going through.
No, you
And I
don't do
barely even know
that.
you.
You don't do
Like
that.
that's
You
crazy.
don't
I didn't
do
say
that.
I showed them the whole message, but like,
It
look
don't
at the
matter.
essay.
You don't do that.
All right,
You don't do
okay.
that.
Well, that's what you don't do. You
And,
don't
and
have
for
to do
one,
it.
We're
like
not
I
gonna get
said,
anywhere, guys.
Man,
I
Let's
know.
just.
That's why
And for
that's why I
one, you
left it
should
at.
have addressed
That's why I
me.
left it at it was. That's
You
why.
should have addressed
That's
me
why I
about
left it at it
everything that
was.
you
It
felt about
wasn't
me.
it wasn't a purpose. Like no, I wasn't about to do that. So
Okay.
And that's fine.
Well, we can see. Yeah, this.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a
You
lot.
just have
There's
a
a
lot
lot.
of you have a lot of maturing to do. I'm just
Hey,
gonna let you know
look,
that.
look. He don't want you. He don't want you, girl. Let that shit go. She is mad about that shit. She is mad, telling him you need to grow the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
The fuck you mad at him? You should. Something wrong with that. Look. Something is wrong with that. Whoever get with a chick like that, you signing up for something, you're gonna deserve everything you get. If you can't see this from the outside and know that's something you need to die, she need to go talk to somebody, get some fucking help. Cause lady, the way you acting ain't it. It's not it. That's all putting the dudes. The only dudes that's gonna deal with you are the dudes that are willing to tolerate that dumb shit just to smash.
She
Ain't
need to
nobody.
start dating women.
Nah. Women couldn't stand her ass either. Obviously, think about it. Obviously, the women couldn't stand because she went in there and told the women, and the women went behind her back and told them. Like, bitch, you set yourself up. You stupid. She's slow. She will not take no type of accountability for her own actions. You caused the situation that you're in, but you mad at him because he don't want to deal with it. Like, stop crying, man. See, Cop said, bitch, you don't have friends. That's why you told some strange bitches your life story. She technically did, man. You mad at him because he heard it and didn't like it. It's like, nah, I'm good. I ain't even finna. Look, sometimes people, and that shows me how mature he actually is. Because he heard something, he paid attention to you and saw how you was moving. And he made a smart decision as a man to like, nah, that's probably not a good look for me. That's probably gonna be more problems than it is anything. We could say she looked good. Yeah, he could try to smash. He was like, nah, I'm not even trying to do none of that. This is gonna be a problem. You gotta give respect to a man like that, man. Dodging these motherfuckers like the Matrix, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. She just can't accept the fact that everybody on the internet see it. Everybody on the internet see it. So I don't know what to tell her, man. You got any advice for her, Rob? What do you think? Some saving her?
Shit. Hey, cat and dog food. Shit.
Get your dog. There you go. I'm gonna let her finish out because she still ain't done. That's the crazy part.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
Thank
Because all this he say, she say, baby, I am not in high school. I'm not.
That's
If
fine.
I need to know something, I'm gonna ask the person. Point blank, period. I'm gonna ask that person.
All right. Well, in other news, for us to go ahead and wrap this up, I know, Ro, you said you're going back to school. Any other projects, anything else you're going to be working on that we could be on the lookout for?
Honestly, just education.
Getting some therapy.
Like continue to of course, I want to keep progressing on myself because I took some time off during the summer and kind of reevaluating myself. So now I'm at a better state. So now I can focus more on my education. So just education. I have 2 more years and then I can do what I want to do.
All right. Well, good luck with that. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And you're gonna come out here, you're gonna be Nurse Bay.
Yes, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh.
And then Cliff, what about for yourself? Anything you're working on? Anything we
Just
look out
continue to work
for?
on my construction projects. We got a building that's being built right now, so I'm just pretty much just grinding in construction right now. Continuing to be project manager. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Just focus on the project that I got aligned out right now for me. So
get the
Nice.
bread.
Well, good luck with that as well.
Thank you.
I wish you both many successes. Thank you so
Thank
much for coming
you.
on today.
Thank you.
And I hope everything works out
It ain't.
in your love life, work life,
Right,
career,
right.
all of
Ain't
that
for her.
stuff.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys for coming
Thank you.
on. And thank you everyone at home for tuning in.
Yeah. He dodged a fucking bullet. Op said, Jay noticed how she kept asking what projects coming up. This show got people on here for a look, not love. Yeah, I swear, man. That he dodged a tremendous bullet. He dodged a tremendous bullet. He don't know how big that bullet is that he dodged, because dealing with somebody like that don't want to take any accountability for their own fucking actions, and then will gaslight you to be the person that's in the wrong when they dead ass fucking wrong. Like, she was dead ass wrong. And it wouldn't even have been that bad if she just would have accepted it and just tried to move forward from that. But to double down and double down and double down on it, it's like, lady, you looking real fucking crazy right now. He looked like the good guy. You could tell with his own demeanor. He not the type that want to go back and forth with no woman. He trying to argue with her.
Yeah, you want to argue. I'm good.
Like, bitch, I just met your goofy ass. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, what? No. Gentlemen, take a fucking note. Take a note. Put a mental note in your head and remember that as soon as a situation pop up and you need to have alerts going off and remind you of this shit, walk the fuck away. It's like the same shit. I wanted to bring it up on the sports show. Travis Hunter, walk the fuck away. Did you see what happened after that game with him and his fiance?
No.
That's man. They win that game. Yeah.
Travis, yeah.
Walk away.
Yeah, man.
That's my advice to him right now. Walk away.
Man, look, bro, I don't understand why you in a relationship.
Why you engaged to look? I tell this my advice for all athletes.
And he was
Don't
doing
marry nobody.
pictures of her, and she, I'm like, bro, you over impressed? What you pressed for?
Because he an ugly ass little boy, and he wouldn't get that type of. He ain't never got that type of chick before. He only getting it because he good at football and makes some money, and he's stupid in the head. And I'm saying that straight up. That's advice for you, man. He need to walk the fuck away from that chick. And I tell any athlete, I keep saying that. This is my advice for all of them. While you are playing the sport that you're playing, that you're making all this money on, don't marry nobody.
The sad part, he gonna give her a baby. Why?
No, he gonna fuck himself up financially. Deion probably done told that boy, leave that girl alone. You need to leave that girl alone. You out here just pretty much sealed up the Heisman fucking trophy. You already making millions in college. You the star. This should be about you. This bitch mad at you caught a football, ran out of bounds, and looked at some cheerleaders on the other team during the game. Like, come on now. Come on now. Bitch, this ain't about you. You here on the ride. You not conducting this. You're not conducting this. You here for the ride. And when you see that type of shit, gentlemen, run. Run. It don't take a lot, man. It don't take a lot. And I'm trying to tell you, that dude, if he's smart, he don't know how much pussy he about to run into. Once he get to an NFL team,
oh yeah,
like, dude, stop falling in love with random bitches. Stop. Do what you got to do while you in the league. Yes, ladies, I'm telling motherfuckers that got that type of money that's gonna have that ability to date. They don't need to settle down with your ass until after.
You see Shador, he chilling. Put up on my AP, perfect time, man.
That boy, look.
That boy,
I just had to get that shit off my chest. I'm sorry, gentlemen. You see signs, fucking get the fuck out of there. Stop sitting around thinking the shit gonna change. I ain't saying to quit and leave every goddamn thing, because you got to work things out in relationships. But if you start seeing crazy shit, man, whatever your limit is, man, you need to move with it. Stop being in your feelings like, oh, be alone. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
sometimes
bro.
it's better to be alone than be with somebody that's crazy.
Get out while you're young.
Mm-hmm. But here you go. I got one more video for y'all, man. Shout out to the Daily Wrap Up crew for this one. But the title of the video was the real reason Black women reject accountability. Interesting conversation. Saw it a little bit earlier. Didn't want to watch it all the way through because I wanted to talk to y'all on this shit. So either way though, we're gonna jump into this and break it down. Dodge crazy bitches, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you, Dodge is like the Matrix, man. Better get like Neo and channel that inner one. And then Kenny said, I saw it too late. Damn. Either way though, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. We're gonna get the hell up out of here after this. Oh damn, I got it on mute.
Responsible for holding Black women accountable because clearly they can do whatever the fuck they want. So I'm just a girl. Can you explain this? Because your whole platform is about holding Black women accountable, and you have gotten a lot of pushback, specifically from Black women who have tried to, out you. They done try to Google your man and find out his social security number, leak it online and shit like that. So again, when a lot of the criticism is that when men have a platform and they talk about women say it's not a man's job or responsibility to hold Black women accountable. Black women need to hold women accountable. Clearly that's not a thing. So what's your thoughts on this topic?
Honestly, like you said, it's no one can hold Black women accountable because it's all really BS when we say it's very cliche to say let Black women hold us accountable, Black women mind your business, but we can't. Black women, unfortunately, we have adopted this mentality that I can do whatever I want to do and can't nobody tell me anything. And this is why we are where we're at. So when we try to have these conversations and try to hold each other accountable, you do get it out of that. Well, it's not my job. It's not your job. Mind your business. And I think we live in a very selfish, egotistical society now that nobody cares. We don't care. I care about my sister but her friend, I don't care about her but I can see her going downhill about to get hit by a bus. Well, it ain't my business, right? So I think if you're a Black woman and the whole Black woman accountable, you have to be ready to fight because it's going to come. It's going to come with a lot, just to say, sis, I don't want to see you out here doing that. And anybody who knows my platform, I'm always thinking about how young girls are being influenced. So what us grown women are doing is influencing these girls to do these out of control, I don't care attitudes. They have the most disgusting attitudes and you can't even check them because they have their moms who say I could do whatever I want. So can't no one hold us accountable. No, not a Black man, a white man. Your white boss probably the only one who can tell us what to do because he pay us. A gay
You're goddamn right.
man can tell us what to do. That's kind of it still revolves around if it's a Black woman or a Black man, a straight Black man, we don't want to hear it. And it's unfortunate. We are really in a place where we don't even realize how bad off we are. We don't even, a woman who has it all figured out. And I'm saying, sis, I can help you. And you say, I don't need your help. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But I'm watching you do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it's not working. So instead of saying, you know what, sis, you're right. Let me take heed to this. I'm gonna fight because can't nobody tell me nothing.
So let me.
Hey, in our honest opinion, is she lying? Because she gonna catch hell. We already know it. She gonna catch hell for saying it. But is she lying? Fuck no. She telling the truth. We all see it. We all know it. If there's an issue with Black men, we have to accept that issue, look at ourselves, and try to change it. Especially if it's negative. We can't have the attitude of, when I'm grown, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Can't do that. Why is it such an issue with a lot of our sisters? And look, I'm trying to tell you, that's why a lot of dudes run the fuck away. Couldn't nobody tell that last girl shit? That dude couldn't tell her nothing.
No.
It was him. It ain't me. It's you. Gaslight the fuck out of a nigga. She gonna catch hell for saying what she's saying, but we all know it to be true. We all know that shit to be true. Let's see, because they got some ladies on the panel. I'm ready to see how this shit play out, because this is a touchy subject, especially for people that don't want to take accountability. It's very touchy for them. Let's go.
Let me start here with this question. Who do you think can hold Black women accountable?
Are we talking to Biotic now? I don't have an opinion on that. I feel like to each his own. Maybe their community. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm sorry for pausing. Her short says HIV positive. That I don't know what the fuck that means. I hope they don't mean what it's supposed to mean.
Their friends, their mom, whoever their support system is, that's who can hold them accountable. So that's my intake on that.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
I would say due to experience, it will probably be a village. I feel like people take heed to certain people, certain mentorships, and can be very adaptive depending on like their nurture and their background, like what they've been exposed to. So I do believe that it's hard to hold Black women accountable for certain things. But I do kind of agree with the to each. I agree with both of you, honestly. It's a to each his own, because I've had experience with my mom, even with her giving me feedback and from her experience. And I feel like a lot of times they try to implode or tell you what they've been through and try to place it on you. Like, I've been through this, so don't do this. It's like, just because your finger burned when you touched the pot don't mean mine's will. So I feel like a lot of people, they want to try it. It's like a trial and error in life. And sometimes you need to experience before you can really be adaptive to it. You can't just take somebody's
You got
word
burn-proof fingers? Like,
Seriously, I'm just
Don't nobody listen to nothing that bitch just said. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm gonna be out, bro.
All right, man. Rock it out, man. Rock it out. Rock it out.
Man,
Oh, let them know where to find you.
Hey, I know the deal, man. Big Back for life, man. Check me out.
Check them out, man. Be safe now. Be
All right,
safe
bro.
out there.
All right, bro.
Nobody take this bitch advice. Don't take no advice that she just said at all. None whatsoever. Smart people learn from other people's mistakes. Stupid people learn from their own. Don't take her advice.
saying, you never know. But sometimes you need to experience what somebody is trying to recommend rather than just taking their recommendation and running with it. So let me feel the burn, and then I'm like, all right, you was right. Let's move forward. Rather than me actually saying, like, she said it's hot. Don't really look that hot. But I'm going to just run with it. So I think it's a trial and error type thing. I'm using the pot as an example.
No, I got you.
Yes.
What's your thoughts?
I believe we're all responsible for ourselves. We are here. We are not put here to live someone else's life. We're not put here to live somebody else's journey. We're not here to grow our mother's garden. We learn from experience, and we are responsible for ourselves. Like, you can't blame somebody else for what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that we are accountable for our actions. We live and we learn. Like, sometimes we make wrong decisions, but it's us who have to pay for it, not somebody else. So we are responsible for us and our actions. Women, Black women, whoever it is, I am responsible for myself. She responsible for herself. She responsible for herself. She responsible for herself. So if how she is how she thinks, she got to be responsible for what comes with that. That's for her. That's not for me, because I don't feel that way. So I'm responsible for me. She responsible for her. Everybody responsible for themselves.
Yeah, our community.
Right. It wasn't about responsibility, baby. It was about accountability. Not responsibility. Accountability. Not responsibility. They're two different things. I don't know what the fuck she just said. She's like a music soul child type chick. Stop talking.
This is why I be like, our community be in trouble, because we got motherfuckers that be thinking like, well, what's your thoughts on this? Like, it was crazy.
I would say that I think that it's a detriment, first of all, because we should be, if we want to build community around our neighbors, I should be able to tell you something, you should be able to hear it, and vice versa. And as a father to a young girl and boys, what I do is going to affect their lives. So if we sit here and say that we are only useful for ourselves, or we're responsible for what we do for ourselves, I can't sit here and agree. I'm going to be responsible for my sister walking up and down the street, my homegirls, my mama, cousins, nieces, and that just don't stop. And whatever they do is wrong, I'm gonna let them know, and I want them to do the same thing for me, because that's how we build community.
That's okay. When one says that, you ask who's responsible for, what was the question?
Who is responsible for holding Black women?
I'm with a Black woman. I have a Black woman. I have a Black mother. I have a Black auntie. I'm naming multiple Black women that I'm responsible for.
That's fine.
And I will hold them accountable.
That's okay.
And the same
it's
thing.
Okay to give advice, and it's okay to, like, it's not limited. You ask who's responsible for Black women's ideas on what did you ask? Your question?
Who's responsible for holding Black women accountable?
Yes, that's all you asked. It's not saying. It's not.
I am.
No, that's not. Okay, but I'm just saying it's not limited to that.
He's answering the question, dummy. You're defensive now. We can tell that you're triggered.
Or not?
I'm saying that it's not just limited. Me saying that we're responsible for ourselves does not mean that's it. Like, doesn't mean that I can't give advice to somebody else. I'm saying that my choices, I'm responsible for what the choices that I make. I'm not saying that I won't give advice to somebody that I'm seeing going the wrong way. Of course not. Of course, that's not what I'm saying. I'm answering your one question. It doesn't limit me to that in every aspect. There's other aspects of that.
What you ain't saying?
Because I don't have to. Because you asked me one question. You say, "Am I responsible for my aunties and my aunt for young women?" Of course,
they not black women.
Of course, but I'm responsible for my actions as a person. I'm not living anybody else's life. If I see somebody going the wrong way, of course I'm gonna help them. Like,
You better check your tone, girl. Keep your inside voice on. So put your ass outside.
This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Look, you gave your answer, okay? He gave his answer. You're triggered by his answer. He ain't triggered by yours. And you ain't saying nothing. You didn't even answer the question. Honestly, you just said some shit. Just like you're doing right now, you're just saying some shit. But you're triggered. We can tell. You're clearly triggered by his answer.
Does not apply to the whole
He didn't ask
thing.
you who's responsible for holding you accountable. He said who's responsible for holding black women.
Me, I am responsible for holding myself as a black woman.
You talking about yourself. We're not talking about
Bro,
you.
how can I, my love, you're not responsible for her or him or this person. Like, you ask who's responsible for holding a black woman accountable. I
Not
can't.
a black woman. Black
He said black
women.
women. It's
Okay.
It's a general.
You, me,
That's not-
I'm
you
responsible
talk
for
about
holding
yourself.
myself. Yeah, because, oh my God. God bless. God bless. Because, like, I can't.
Girl, you slow. You are so triggered that you are slow right now. Your brain just melted down. They're talking about black women as a whole. You keep talking about you. I'm glad he called her out for it. I didn't think they were gonna call her out for that shit. I thought he was gonna let it ride. Not talking about you, bitch. Like, are you listening? Are you listening to what he asked you? And he told you the question 3 times. Honestly, I think 4 times because he repeated it a couple times. Like, lady, you not hearing it, and you think that? Why are you so triggered? Why are you? She don't like to be held accountable. I bet that's what it is.
I can't control other people. If I see somebody and I want to give advice and I see them going the wrong way, or I see a better way for them, of course I'm going to offer that to them.
Right.
But I'm not responsible for their decisions. They're on their own journey.
That's
God
not
didn't
that's
put
not what
me
the
here for
questions ask
them.
you. If you're responsible for their actions.
He asked me the question that he asked me
accountability.
that
If
I
you say you seen
answered,
something,
but it's
if you
not
say you seen
limited. That's what I'm saying. It's not limited. My answer,
Mhm.
it doesn't mean like what he's saying. Oh, I'm responsible for my auntie and my mother and my sisters. So am I. But just because I say that I'm responsible for myself, yes, because I'm responsible for my actions. But that doesn't limit me to say that I'm selfish and I don't care about my community. That's not that. Like, we don't need to attack each other for just answering one question.
Y'all, who attacked her? Who attacked her? Who attacked her? Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody's attacking you. I'm trying to
No,
explain
I'm
the
just
question
saying
to you.
that I didn't say that. I'm saying we don't need to, just because I'm answering the question specifically that was asked. Like, it doesn't make, just because I say yes to this doesn't mean
It's
there's a
good
no
to be
to
alone for a minute in the confession room. Niggas is wildin'.
Bruh, this is when you see it, dodge it. When you see it, dodge it, gentlemen. Dodge it. Ladies, acknowledge this shit. Y'all should shame this type of shit. We all should condemn this and call this type of stuff out. Like, lady, you need to calm down. They keep trying to explain it to you. You act like you just so defensive about, honestly, maybe you don't like to be held accountable. You don't like nobody saying that to nobody, obviously, because nobody's attacked you, but you keep saying shit. And it's like, do you even hear the question? They keep repeating it to you. You still going down this road of, y'all are attacking me. Nobody's attacking you. Nobody.
everything else.
All right, so what's your thoughts on this thing?
Silly.
Real silly.
Women versus men all the time. Like,
there's nobody. I'm trying to explain the question to you. You clearly didn't understand the
I hear
question.
you. And all right, clearly I didn't. So
can
you
I
explained
elaborate
it.
on this? I think that this is an issue that we have that we as women can't speak in general. We always make it about like us, right? So when we talk about, it could be anything. Like, what do you think about cars? Well, I don't like cars. It's like, well, in general though, like let's talk about cars in general, not like your car doesn't work right or this. So when we try to talk about as a whole, it still goes back to like me, what I can't do. If we talk about, again, as a whole, how do we hold us accountable?
Right.
How do we do better as a whole? Because what one of us does, it affects us all. I don't know why we don't want to, like, we act like that doesn't exist. Like, we are viewed, I don't care me being married or not married, white people see us all the same. It doesn't change. Like, we get lumped in one group. We can't say, well, I don't qualify, I'm over here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they see us all. And if we keep painting this narrative as one, and we live in this very much, I only hold me accountable. Yes, I'm accountable for my actions, but at the same time, I still want to hold my sister accountable and let her know, like, sis, that's not cool. Especially if you come to me and telling me. A lot of women don't even tell their friends that they wrong.
Right.
You'll sit there and be like, well, it ain't my fault. I mean, we'll let her tell the whole story, and you know she wrong, and you won't say anything. And a lot of women can't, or they won't, because they're afraid they'll get attacked. They'll get cursed out. They'll lose a friend over holding their friend accountable.
Right.
And that's kind of where we're at. We can't.
Yeah, I think just in general.
Goddamn right.
Straight facts. Shots were fired at that lady over there that's really defensive. But let's see how she responds to it. Because I got a feeling she's going to be the rowdy one. But we ain't got that much time left on this one. So either way, though, we're going to find out real quick.
General, why it's important to even have this conversation about holding people accountable is because when you don't hold people accountable, they tend to repeat the same mistakes that this is why we get that generational curse of keep want to be a baby mama instead of a wife, and because nobody's holding you accountable for your actions, you know what I mean? Now you prioritizing a baby mama life, whatever the case is. Just like on the show, a lot of times we have Black women who say they don't feel protected by Black men. I think as Black men, it's our responsibility to make sure we do a better job at making sure our women are feeling protected. Now, if I had that mentality, damn, you know what, that I'm responsible for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? All Black women are speaking out to us. I can't think individually about something like that. You get what I'm saying? So whether they're not talking about me or whatever the case is, I still have to hold other Black men accountable when I see them not doing shit. These niggas hold me accountable all the time when I do some fucked up shit. Like, I'm not gonna be like, they're not gonna be like, well, that's him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's responsible for himself. So I think in order to get back to that community where we all can collectively hold each other without getting offended, without feeling like somebody's attacking us, you know what I mean? So let me get to this next topic.
I do want to ask you though, really quickly.
Yes.
Since you do have such an open mind, and do you think that is another way that Black men should approach these type of scenarios?
What you mean, like as far as like trying to hold Black women accountable?
Yeah.
I wish I could say that there was a different.
She want to say good luck, nigga. That's look at her eyes, y'all. She want to say good luck with that, nigga. Good luck with that. Like, hey, look, I be doing it, and they don't be listening to me. Look, I've been called everything but a child of God when I call out Black women for shit. When I call out anybody, period, to be honest with you, but especially Black women, they not like hearing that shit.
You mean like as far as like trying to hold Black women accountable?
Watch them eyes. Watch them eyes.
I wish I could say that there was a different way that you can go about it. I just think we are in such a bad place. I don't think that there's really anything that you can do. Honestly, I don't think you could say it soft. You could say, sweetie, baby, and it would still be like, why you call me baby? Like it's still honest. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like we are this I don't care attitude, this very masculine, I could do what I want is so deep in us that I don't really know what Black men can say, because even just the thought of how the view of Black men already is like you can't win, because black women view Black men in such a negative way. So even when you try to say something nice, you're already going to be attacked because you're a Black man trying to say something.
And just real quick, what kind of like pushback have you been getting, with your platform? Like what kind of things are you seeing on your end? Like what kind of comments are you getting, or what kind of like, threats are you getting?
Yeah, I mean, the pushback is always mind your business. That's the go-to, like, or why do you care? And it makes me realize like these people really don't care. And it's 99% Black women who, in my opinion, view me a certain way, I guess, based on maybe how I look or my life, from what they believe to be something. But a lot of it is, again, mind your business. Why do you care? Let us do what we want to do. Like that. And that's like, are we serious? Or they, you know, your husband's cheating. They just go with it could be anything. You could be talking about the sky being blue. They'll say, well, I hope your husband cheats on you. Or it could be anything. Anything, because you don't want to hear the truth. We can be talking about things that are really, really important, like how we are, you know, our health is not the best as Black women. We need to do better in that department so we could live longer for our children, for our grandchildren. And they'll, you know, you'll get attacked for that. It's like you can't say anything to want the betterment of Black women. And again, I say this all the time. I'm always talking about how we are the role models for young girls. If you don't care about, you know, if you don't care, then do your thing. Right. But it's always the ones who don't care that don't want me to not care. And it's like, I'm just not that person. I'm a school counselor, so I work with kids. It's no way I cannot care. It would be almost, you know, hypocritical for me to do what I do and not care. You know, I'm seeing their mothers, I'm seeing their grandmothers.
Man, I'm actually look. I was gonna end after that segment, but now that's an interesting conversation. Let me see if I can find this shit, y'all, because that's a real topic, y'all. That's the real topic that we need to actually talk about, man. Because this ain't it, and it's a problem, man. It's a real big problem, in my honest opinion. People need to be real about this shit, man. This is the issue that we have going on. Yeah, shit, what the fuck am I on? Yeah, okay, this ain't shit. They got the full live stream on here? I know they gotta have that. What the fuck? It must have been old. How old ago? That's right. Damn. Let me go back. Let me see how old that shit was. Like we were just looking at.
This is gonna segue perfectly.
6 hours
Who is
ago.
responsible for?
Oh man, I ain't gonna be able to get the full live stream. 6 hours ago? Maybe. Let me see. 6 hours ago. Damn, live stream 7 months. So they just cutting everything up in the goddamn videos? Oh, so they just chopped this shit up into videos, man. Why Black women are done dating Black men. I guess, well, yeah, that's gotta be a part of it. We gonna check it out, man. We gonna check it out and see, man. We gonna hit this one. We gonna hit this one. See what the fuck you're talking about. It's the same people on the panel, but that's a very interesting conversation, man. We need to be serious about that shit, man. Like, I don't know who all that's watching is Black, but it applies to anybody in their own community, regardless. The message is the same. Look, we have gotten to a point in society where a lot of our ladies have gotten out of control. We can talk about how bad the men are all whoop whoop all goddamn day long. Guess what? Men are held accountable for this shit. A lot of people try to act like these men, all men, majority of men are just getting away with doing fucked up shit. No, they're not. No, they're not. Prisons are full. Graveyards are full. Men get held accountable for their shit, but we're having an issue in society and we all can fucking see it. Even women can see it when they got to deal with other women. Women, a lot of ladies are out of control. And in my community, I'm going to speak about mine, we have an issue. Can't nobody tell you nothing. It turns people off. It doesn't help build communities. And I'm just telling y'all ladies, I don't know if y'all know how important it is for a man and a woman to be together, because you cannot have any type of power in this world without a bunch of people behind you. And when your own people, the people that look just like you, can't even get along, can't even start to build happy, successful, productive fucking families, motherfucker, you ain't got no power. You ain't got no power. And that's why people treat you and do you a certain type of way in society. You'll see it in daily walks. Why Black women can't get good health care? You ain't got no power to fight for it. Why Black folks can't get better jobs, better paying jobs? They ain't got no power to do nothing about it. And the powers that be know that. We gotta get past that dumb shit, man. We gotta get past that dumb shit. And our issue right now, our biggest issue right now, is a lot of our ladies, regardless of whether they want to hear it or not. But here you go. They weren't done. They had something else. We're gonna see what they talking about. And then we're going to get the hell up out of here after this one, y'all.
And before we get into this topic, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if y'all not already subscribed.
Do that shit over here.
Notification bell.
Do it over here.
Join the membership. And
Do it
listen to the
over
podcast audio every Tuesday
Do it
morning,
over
6
here. I don't want to hear all
a.m.
that shit.
Let me get to this first topic. It says, are Black men often viewed as the least ideal partners for Black women? And I do want to get into this first clip. I want us to listen to it. You're going to be familiar with this clip. And then we're going to dive into it. Like, what if you could play that real quick?
Let's get into it. Don't chew me up, because I know how you ladies like to tussle. I think Black men are all alike. I think Black men don't like Black women. I think you can meet 10 Black men on different dating sites and they all cheat and they don't respect their women. I think every other race values Black women other than Black men. I think the real gag is Black men don't like Black women, like they're cheaters. I'm convinced every Black guy is a cheater. I bet half of y'all can't even drop one Black man that love y'all that's loyal. Ooh, the gag. Black men hate us so much, but Black women be the ones supporting them. And I know how you guys like to get in your bag. Don't be mad Get you a Mexican, get you a Jamaican, get you a Haitian, anything but a black man. And I'm stamping it. And if you want a white guy, if it ain't white, he ain't right. I just feel like black women, we need to date outside our race because black men don't like us. And we shouldn't like them, period.
Mm-hmm.
Stamping it. Stand on it.
You standing on it.
Standing on
That
it.
shit must be food stamps.
No, I'm standing on it.
So what made you write that? Well, have this post, and what made you?
Well, first of all, it's my preference. So all the black men were so offended. It's my preference. I've had bad experience with dating black men. They've been abusive to me. Not all of them, but the ones I've dated. So that's my preference. I wouldn't want to date a African American black guy. I would do a Haitian, or I want to date outside my race. Like, even I'm the only child, feel me? Like, my father, he's a black male, but he didn't give me a good example of how a male should treat a woman. Used to beat on my mom. Used to do he's verbally and physically abusive. That's not something that I want. And I've encountered that on several different occasions. So that's how I feel. And I feel like the black men out here that want to date, like, outside of their race with the white women or celebrities, I don't take care to that. That's their preference. So what they shit, like, feel me, it don't bother me. So I'm stamping it. That's how I felt.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your thoughts on this?
I think she's entitled to her preference.
Thank you, sister.
What I would say is, I do understand that it's more of a from experience. So it comes from a metric of what you've actually experienced, like, from personal. But the fact that we're setting a tone or a stigma in regards to, like, black men is highly. I'm playing the devil's advocate. Like, I'm not on the opposite side because I've seen domestic violence and stuff like that in the black communities and black homes. But I am not one to say that all black men are the same. It's similar to, like, when we were speaking on zodiacs and characteristics. Everybody doesn't fall into a box. It's just like them judging us as black women. All black women are not aggressive, or come from a background of she wants to be an alpha female or super independent. Some women do have, it depends on your nurturing and your nature of things. So I don't believe that we should stand on setting a tone, especially as a black woman. You should realize that how empowered you are as a black woman to say those things because you're coming from a black community stating those things. So it is very sensitive when we say it compared to a white person or somebody from a different culture saying it. That was one thing. And then on top of that, I only see two colors. So when I heard certain things, I'm like, I get it, but, like, your beautiful boyfriend now is technically, if we went back into slave times, he would be considered a,
black person. Educate me, because my man said that Jamaicans aren't black, so that's why I'm
I'm South American and Guyanese, but I'm technically, because I'm on
Indian also.
Yeah, that's Latin America.
Okay.
But I'm on Latin, but I'm still Guyanese.
So your boyfriend, which is he's over
him right there.
He heard this video and said, "Nah, I'm good because I'm not black." Is that that's the conclusion you came up with?
I mean, yeah, at first I said I'm not black because I'm Jamaican. It's a difference.
Yeah.
Like, culturally, but not race-wise.
American black men.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that's different.
That's the fucking problem we were just talking about on the other episode. Yeah, so
I'm seeing that, and I want people to understand this, and this for my fellow black people that are of another nationality. And I said something earlier about it. A lot of people like to claim they're this, they're that, they're that. You're black. When you try to make that distinction, it shows something about you. And it also tells that you internalize the same shit that the dominant society is putting into your head. You brainwashed. Because the same characteristics I see, like the bad parts in the black community, can happen if you're Ghanaian, Kenyan, any parts of fucking Africa, wherever you're from, Jamaican, from the islands and shit. And guess what? You can also see that in the white community, where they're from the United States of America, from Canada, from fucking goddamn Europe. Everybody's capable of having the same characteristics. But you try to separate yourself and like, nah. And they're trying to justify her saying that. Lady, if men were out here saying all black women, like a lot of ladies like to try to say men be saying, and I heard some dudes say it, I'm like, nah, bro, you can't say all. Say your experience of motherfuckers you done dealt with. Do that type of shit. You can have your preference for whoever the hell you want to be with. That's the problem. And it usually comes from here. I'm gonna give you a good example. Usually when this argument comes from black women. We don't really care that black men get with white women. We just don't like when they get with other people, they talk down on us. Right? Then turn right around and do the exact thing you said somebody else was doing. Because that's what she did. The other girl on the far side, Miss Philosopher, bitch, she looked like she high. She just go along with it. Oh, it's just a preference. She ain't talking about a preference. She is demonizing a group of people. And she a part of that group. Other people of other races, if they really smart, they'll look at her and be like, bitch, you ain't even loyal to your own folks. So why the fuck would you be loyal to me? Like, people need to really start understanding what people are saying. It's not you just saying your preference. This is not just about you just talking about how you feel. Understand what's coming out of your mouth. Because other people are taking it and run with it. We got another Candace Owens. Go and hire her for a job. She's going to sit here and talk shit about her people. Oh, we got another Jason Whitlock. Like, come on with that nonsense, girl. You need to understand what's coming out of your mouth.
I think sometimes when
This
we
is
get,
evidence. It's a culture thing.
because we get into this, people don't understand when we say we're black, then people are like, oh, we all black. And then we got people in the diaspora that separate themselves and be like, they black, I'm not black. Because they
Oh, yeah, and that's the last part. All y'all motherfuckers that want to separate yourselves, you want to be this, you that, you not black, stop fucking coming around here. I'll say that to all of them. Stop coming around here. Because when black folks are doing something good, we all achieved. We all achieved. When somebody that's black do something fucked up in the mirror, that ain't me. I'm Ghanaian. Stay your ass the fuck over there in Ghanaian style. Stay over there on that Kenyan style. That's coming from a traditional American African. I'm a black American. African American for what the white folks like to call it. You want to keep on saying you something else, then get the fuck on. Like, get the fuck on. Because when shit go good, don't be running your ass over here. You wouldn't even be over here or even have the ability to be over here if it wasn't for my fucking ancestors. So if you want to sit there and do that and don't separate yourself from your people, get the fuck on. I'm real big on that one because I get sick and tired of hearing motherfuckers talking about I'm Ghanaian and I'm all this other whoop shit. And bitch, stick with them motherfuckers then. It ain't nothing about being proud of your shit. But when shit hit the fan, don't try to separate yourself from the people. When something go down, don't try to separate yourself from the people. Because when everything going good and we achieving shit and y'all get to experience that shit, you right along for the ride, bruh. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. We ain't got time for no people that want to jump off the ship every time to get a little shaky. Nah.
They understand black means black American. It don't mean Jamaican, because in Jamaica, most of them are black. Like, so they don't got to use that terminology. What's your thoughts on, y'all got holding it back real quick, folks. What's your thoughts on this?
And Jamaicans get accused of the same shit. Cheating. So how y'all separate yourselves?
I mean, I personally think I kind of agree with Ming was saying. I think most black women who speak very firmly on all black men are trash, it does come from a place of bad experience. So we're generalizing because I had a few, and again, it's your experience, but if you've had a couple men do you bad, then we generalize. So all black men are bad, or all black men are cheaters, or, find me a black man who's good. And it's, again, because you haven't really experienced that, we just throw out these very generalized statements that I think is harmful. I think to me is very, raising a black son, and to hear so many black women talk about how black men ain't this, it's just like, I just think you haven't experienced a good black man. And until you experience that, you may never, ever experience a good black man until you heal from that and recognize the role you played in choosing those, because we choose these men, right? You understand? So I think that we have to recognize when we speak, we're speaking from pain. That's really what comes down to when we say, oh, it's all black men. That's just those black men. She mentioned her father. So you get, it boils up resentment toward black men. And that's where you got to heal and do some work, because you're going to keep meeting trash black men.
What was your thoughts on this, Joe?
First, I want to let you know, I'm a Jamaican man and I identify as a black man. You get what I'm saying? So,
I thought you was Dominican.
Fix your veneers. But, I do think it's a problem, and I am offended because when we constantly hear this from the women that we love, and not every man deserves the respect from you, but not all the black men deserve that same type of disrespect. We are not who your father was to your mother. We are not who those other brothers was to you, as a lover. And God forbid if this man ever do anything, I'm not wishing anything bad on y'all, but would that narrative be painted separately if it was something else from another man, or is it because your experience is just only black men?
My experiences, definitely my experience. To those who are offended, I mean, I apologize, but I feel how I feel. I'm not backing down from that. That's
Exactly.
I definitely feel like I'm healed.
Then that's
for-
not an apology.
I mean, I
You
feel
can
like
take
she
it like
doesn't have
that.
to
I don't-
apologize
The
for
world
what her
wouldn't take it like
preference
that. The
is.
people that you apologizing to me, right? If I'm offended, right?
No.
But
you said you felt offended, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'm addressing your feelings, but I don't like that's how I feel. Like I don't care about how the next man feel because the next man don't care how I feel. That's my
I
opinion.
do. I'm listening to you, and I told you I'm sorry that was your experience of seeing your mother, your brother, or your cousin, whoever, mistreating a woman. But all black men should be bottled up in that. And there's white men who beat their women. There's
Right, all races can cheat.
Okay, but but you didn't say that. You said only black men.
But it's not her job to like change her preference to make you come.
See, this the fucking shut up. Where my dude that tell people to shut up? Hold on, I got a clip that he be telling people to shut up. Where's that? Yeah. Right.
Please stop talking.
Keep your mouth closed, girl. You over here defending. This the problem. She remember in the last video she said she's not responsible for nobody else, but she's quick to jump out the window and defend this woman for saying something that clearly he go. How can you generalize in this situation? You have no problem saying all black men are bad or whatever, but then also have an issue having a general understanding of what things are in our community. You have no problem generalizing just these single black men. These black men, you can single that out. But when we talk about shit that generally happens, that might be negative on your side, might paint a bad light on black women on that side, you have an issue with it. You can't say everybody, but you're willing to get out here and say all black men. And then her good goofy ass is willing to come in and double down with her. This is not a preference. She's making a statement. And her statement is incorrect. If that would talk about black women, you think she'd be on the same tip? No, she wouldn't. Like, lady, what are you talking about, man? Shut up. But here you go. She about to talk.
Comfortable. I feel like
it's not her job to voice that opinion.
it is her job
Oh, yeah,
because
it's
that's
my
what
opinion.
she likes, and it's
No.
not. We don't have to be
She said
offended.
all black men are cheaters
That's
and
her,
beaters.
but she said that. I
She's
didn't say
wrong.
that.
And
No,
I have the right to
she's
tell her
not
she's
wrong.
wrong.
You have to
Because she's
rectify your
talking
feelings.
based
That's
on
how
her
I feel.
experience.
That's that sisterhood shit.
No, but people can say what they want. It's like
Right.
people say they like dark skin or light skin. I don't get offended. That's what they like. But it's
yeah,
okay.
but when you
It's
start
okay.
stereotyping off of
Yeah, I don't think
You
you're
gotta
wrong.
be confident in yourself to know who you
Can I
are.
say something?
You gotta
I
know
don't-
that she's
I don't
not
think-
speaking to you.
I don't think it wasn't I like Jamaican, Asian. It was all black men. That was a like it was factual.
But she's one
So
woman
that is
talking.
yeah, but it's to a large group of people. We got to understand how our voices are powerful.
Mhm.
Like we got to stop saying it's
Especially
one
as black
woman.
women.
It's very powerful, and we on this big platform,
You gotta
right?
know
So
who you
we know
are.
our voices are
And all I
powerful.
would say is she's definitely as a empowered black woman, you can own and be prone to acknowledging or mentioning how you feel.
Mhm.
Just be careful with the way that you're delivering. A lot of people neglect the delivery, and the delivery is key. It's not about the message, it's the way that it comes across.
That message
So-
is wrong too.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, it's about the motherfucking message. What are you talking about? You're not gonna sit out here and blanket statement all black men like she met all of them. And then another says, "Oh, that's her. She can say that. That's different." All right, let a black man get up here and say, "All y'all black chicks fucking bald headed and ugly and stink." Oh, she gonna lose her mind. Oh, he hates black women. Oh, screaming to the mountaintop, screaming till the cows come home. Like, no, you're not gonna make it seem like it's okay to do that shit to black men. But as soon as that shit got done to black women, you'll be losing your mind. No, we can't normalize that. It shouldn't go either way. It shouldn't go either way. Her message is trash. It's incorrect. It's incorrect off bat. Nah, we shouldn't be okay with that. Dumbass bitch sitting right there. She need to shut the fuck up.
It was the message, though. It wasn't. I don't think it was the delivery. I think
It was
it
the
was purely
message,
the message. The message was all black men are cheaters.
Yeah,
all
that's how I
beaters.
felt. I'm
that was,
standing on that.
you know, so
Yeah,
that
that's
was.
how I
It wasn't the
felt.
delivery. It was purely like
But-
saying, right or wrong. It was. And again, delivery was fine. It was her way of speaking. It was just the message of all black men are cheaters. Go find you a white man, whoever. Just don't date black men. So that was the part where it's like your voice is so powerful that once you put it out there. Imagine having
When-
a black son,
when
or
you
black, a black daughter. So then what?
when you on the opposite end of the spectrum and you hear like women saying if y'all gonna date outside your race, then you could go do that. Just don't downplay black women. You know what I'm saying? So you could express your preference without downplaying what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? You could express what you like and leave out what your mama said. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it. You know what I'm saying?
She said it. I feel like I said it, so it's like I'm gonna say what I want. It's my page. Y'all make that go viral, but not the music.
But this is the huge disconnect with men and women, and this is why sometimes we have these wars, these gender wars between men and women, especially black men and women, because women or a man may say something and stand on it when we don't acknowledge when something is wrong.
That's my opinion. I didn't feel like my opinion was wrong.
So you don't have wrong opinions?
I mean, I do in general, obviously. Like, I'm not saying that, but for that video, that's how I felt. I'm standing on it. I'm not apologizing. That's how I felt.
So how many black men you say you dated in your life?
I dated a lot. What's up?
What's a lot?
I dated a lot.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I can't count how many I dated. I dated a lot.
All right, how much black men you think is on in this world? Like,
how many black men do I think is on this world?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not.
So you dating this and speaking on this. That makes sense?
Yeah, I do what I want. So I don't care about what the next person
You know
thinks.
better.
That's
You
what I've
know
been
that.
trying to
That's
do.
not how it works.
That's not how any of this works.
That's why we're gonna continue to have fucking problems, and that's why I have a problem with women like that. All the videos tonight, outside of the very first girl, and this is crazy to say, this stripper so far had the best option to be talking to her out of all the ones that's speaking right now, besides, the other lady over there, but she married. Chris, lady, do you understand what you're doing? Do you truly understand what's coming out of your mouth? Even in spite of getting pushback, logic thrown in your face, you've dated maybe this many guys that are black. But you talking about, matter of fact, let's do a Google search real quick. Like, let's see how many black men are in America. Black men in America. Oh, matter of fact, I should have said how many. Yeah, there we go. Right now, as of, matter of fact, I'll show it to y'all. Let me put it over here. I'll show it to y'all. This is crazy to make this type of statement, double down on it, and not give a fuck about being wrong. Like, the need to be right is just amazing, and the co-pilot over on the side is just amazing too. But in the year of 2022, there were approximately 20.01 black men, African American, in the United States of America. Let's say this girl's dated 100. Let's say she's dated 100 men. Let's just get crazy number. Matter of fact, let's give her a whole 1,000. She done dated 1,000 black men. What the fuck is 1,000 to 20 million? And the other girl sitting around co-signing that dumb shit, co-signing it, not understanding the gravity of what's coming out of your mouth. What she is actually saying is very dangerous, very harmful, and flat out wrong. Like, just wrong, just straight up wrong. I'll say it. I ain't got no problem saying it. A lot of the people that don't like black people, like a lot of the racists, especially in the white community, they ain't really got to work that hard nowadays. Because a lot of our sisters will do the job for them. Willfully, not even getting paid for it. Straight up. Somebody need to say it, so I said it. That's a problem.
Okay.
So it don't matter what she said.
It's going to go around loops around your head. That's what I said.
Like I said, she's
again, it's like when we
spit it.
It's like, it's like a racist coming around and saying, well, black people, they just know good. And then you would never co-sign a racist saying that, right?
But
you would never be like,
I would, because they're allowed to say what they want to say.
It has actions to it. Race in this country.
They're allowed to say what they want to say. It doesn't hurt me.
Okay, I get you. But in this country, historically, when white people have said racist things, it has hurt us.
Yes.
And just like when she said that does hurt black men. That does hurt young black boys, because now you are going around and spreading this false information. Now other women that have felt that or experienced that, now they going to trauma bond, and we're going to talk about that later. And now it's just this constant negative portrayal of all black men.
How Asians think all black people steal out the store, right? That's what they think, right? So they're watching us. That's not right. We know that we're not all that way. It's the same thing. Like it hurts you to know you got to be watched thinking I'm gonna steal out your store.
You can't spend your life trying to change other people's view on you. Like, you got to know who you are. You got to know who I am. Like, I'm a black
and you got to know that you're wrong sometimes too.
But it's not your job to police everybody's opinion.
Right, so.
It's okay for her to feel like
it is, because I'm a black.
See, she one of those type of women that just don't need to be a part of conversations. Like, your opinion should not be taken seriously because you're stupid. I'm just telling you, you're dumb. You cannot walk around in this world saying, well, as long as you know yourself. I can know that I'm an upstanding citizen and I do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I pay my taxes and I don't commit crimes. I'm just going to be okay with the police riding around my neighborhood, harassing me on a day-to-day basis. It's all good because I know who I am. Shut up. Shut up. That's a dumb bitch. Now I'm channeling my inner op right now. That's a dumb bitch. Shut up. Shut up. The girl was wrong for making a statement. You ain't got to sit here and defend her, and the other girl in the middle, she don't really want to call her ass out. She don't really want to call her ass out. And that's that dumbass sisterhood. That's why we have problems. People doing fucked up shit, and people don't want to say nothing to them about it. Matter of fact, it ain't got even worse. We okaying it and doubling down and goddamn fucking caping for their ass when they do dumb shit. Stop doing that shit. That's why this shit's so fucked up.
Black man.
And you're a black man. She's not talking to you.
Yes, she is. She said all black men.
Though, but you're not abusive,
right?
And you're not hurting.
Then it wouldn't be all black men.
Exactly. So she can say what you want. You know the truth. You don't got to prove her wrong.
No.
Like,
no, I think
sisterhood is
it's not about sisterhood. It's about reality. Look, I think you got to be confident in what you know and who you are. It's not your job to prove women wrong or men wrong. It's not. If you could walk through your life knowing that I know this and I know me and I know this, it doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't take anything from you.
That's the problem with our community.
I think what they were all saying all in all.
I have no problem saying what's right or wrong.
Yeah.
No problem.
I think all in all, what they was all saying is that it was the factor that you said all. Right. Yeah. That's all they're saying. It's not saying like, if you would have said through my experience with X, Y, and Z, then it would be more
directed toward you.
Focus on that, your metrics and your experience. But when you say all, it sets the tone as a empowered black woman that you have experienced it, and it's most black men, which is messing up our community in a sense, because it's setting the stigma that all black men do this, all black men do that. Speak to Mike. Okay. All black men do this and all black men do that. And it just sets the wrong tone is what they're all saying. They're saying if you never
I hear what y'all saying.
Then it was perfect because you're like JP.
I respect it.
You're welcome to have your own opinion, but it was the words that you chose.
I feel like regardless, even if I say all parts, that's how I feel. Some other people say, "Oh, black women are aggressive." I don't give a flying fuck because that's how they feel. But they shit or how they feel don't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
So I don't.
Racist white men say that all black people are lazy. We know we're not lazy. We know we work our ass off. But you gonna check everybody? Like, bro, I'm not gonna fight because I know the truth. I am not lazy. I don't have to fight everybody who says something that is wrong about me. I know what's right. I ignore them. It's okay. You're not speaking to me. You're speaking to somebody else.
You need to leave.
She just need to get the fuck out. She just need to get the fuck out. She just need to get the fuck out. She's stupid. She's stupid. She's stupid. She don't know how the world works. I don't know how old she is. She's dumb. She's dumb. You shouldn't make statements like that. Take all out of it, no matter whether it's a man, a black man saying it, or a black woman saying it. Take all out of it. You have not experienced all. You don't know all. And when you start doing that, people will take that and use it. That's why we got people that make millions of dollars a year talking shit about their own people on TV and YouTube. Stop saying it. It's not all. All black women ain't fucking crazy. All black women ain't got this fucking mindset. A good bit of them do, but not all. And all black men don't beat their women and cheat. I ain't never put my hands on no woman. Not whoop their ass, shake the shit out of it. Yeah, shake the shit. You better calm down, bitch. Like, look, man. But if somebody hit me, I hit her ass back. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, and I don't think nobody else should either. But now you're not gonna sit out here and say, man, all black men are just abusing women. All black men cheat on their girls. I've never cheated on a black woman I've been with, not one. So I take offense to that statement, and they would feel the exact same way. She keep talking about it, don't matter. You don't. You would be the problem. Why? Look, our community would be worse if we had people like her that had her mindset at the forefront. We would have never been no civil rights movement. It doesn't matter that they call you a nigger. It doesn't matter that they don't want to give you a job. I know about myself. Bitch, we would be nowhere. We would be nowhere. Sometimes you got to check that shit. Check it and check it fast. She need to shut up. She need to leave. Get off the show.
It's okay for you. You're entitled to your opinion based on your experience. It's
You
okay,
could be
but you're
wrong,
not speaking
too.
to me. I'm excluded. So I don't feel no way. Like, it's okay for her to have her opinion. White people say things that it don't apply to us. It's stupid. It's silly. They made rules based on things that were not true. But what did we do?
All right, so then,
Like, it's
so
okay.
then moving forward, right? I really don't want to hear black women as a whole constantly complaining about when black men have preferences or they say something negative about
I
black
don't
women.
complain.
I never
when they say
complained, not
yeah,
once.
some of them be. Well, I'm not even going to say some of them because now we being general because nobody wants to be specific. When black men say black women are masculine, when they say they're aggressive, when they say they don't know how to be submissive, when they say they don't know how to act right, I don't want to hear nobody saying. I want you to have that same energy saying, okay,
but we're all different. Like you said, like it may affect you a way and it may affect you a way, but she's still entitled to her opinion. Like if Chris Brown say he like light-skinned girls, I don't care. I still love Chris Brown because he's not talking to me. I don't care. Everybody's entitled to their preference. It's okay. Like that doesn't change who I am. I am still beautiful. I am still who I am. Just because you say that this is what you like, that you entitled to like what you like. I don't like every type of dude, but it's okay. That doesn't change who you are. Like we can't. Like, it's not my job here on this earth to police everybody's opinion, to change everybody's scope to fit mine. Everybody is different. Everybody's experience is different. Everybody's journey is different. It's not my job to be like, oh, no, you're wrong. You need to get on this path.
It's your job to
It's not
defend
okay.
it.
No, it's my job to be open.
You talking for 10 minutes about some shit you don't stand for.
Now, JP, all
Because
in
I
all,
can.
all in all,
10 minutes about some
all
shit
in
you don't stand
all,
for.
Because I
I gotta get him to say that again. Say you talking for 10 minutes about some shit that you don't stand for. That is amazing. Like she don't have that same idea, right? Why are you defending it so hard then? You should be in opposition to that shit. But nah, you cool with it. You standing over here for 10 minutes defending that shit.
open
You talking for 10 minutes about some shit you don't stand for.
JP, all in
Because I
all,
can.
all in all,
10 minutes about some
all
shit
in
you don't stand
all,
for.
Because I can, though.
Okay.
Because I can.
Keep yapping.
I have a mouth to talk.
That's your
what I
problem.
do.
So it's your job to defend it, but when it's on the other end, that's not your
No,
job.
that
I'm trying to
is
figure out
my
what's the
job
next
because
topic.
it is you. Everybody's entitled to say what they want
Right.
to say. It's okay if it doesn't apply
Right,
to
but
me.
why?
It's not applying to
But
me.
why you feel the need to defend it though? 'Cause
Defend
that's
what?
what she's saying.
I'm saying she's entitled
it's
to
not
her
wrong,
opinion.
if you know it's not right though.
I said she's entitled to her opinion.
But you also said that it's not right that what she said though, right? You said that.
I didn't say it wasn't right. That's her opinion. I don't feel that way. She feels that way.
So you agree with what she's saying?
I said she feels that way. I don't feel that way.
We not wasting another 10
Yeah,
minutes
exactly.
on her
Because it's her
argument.
opinion. I said I'm not
she
taking
said
it. It's
it's
not
her
an
opinion,
argument. It's
cool. And
okay.
Yo, man, look, I'm sorry. I'm glad it ended out on some funny shit. She's standing 10 minutes over here defending some shit she don't agree with. She didn't even really want to come out and say that she don't agree with it. She don't think it's true though. But you defending that shit, man. I get it. Like, here. I would defend like LGBTQ people. Y'all want to do what y'all want to do? I'll defend people not to fuck y'all up for doing whatever you want to do. As long as you ain't harming nobody else, you just living your life grinding. I would defend people not messing with y'all. I would defend that you get the same fucking protection that everybody else in society gets, which you already get anyways, because it's against the law to beat up anybody and harm somebody like that anyways, unless it's self-defense. But I would sit there and defend that. She's on the complete opposite spectrum of some shit. She's willing to sit here and defend this girl saying all black men are cheaters and beaters, but she don't believe that. But she's sitting here defending her saying, like, so would you defend a racist saying racist shit about your community too? All because you know it ain't you? You know it ain't true? She's an idiot. I think she's worse than the girl that fucking said it. Like, no bullshit. When it comes down to it, in the community, I think she would be worse of a problem. She's more of an issue than old girl saying some stupid dumb shit. Cause she's sitting around here defending the stupid dumb shit. She's worse, in my honest opinion, y'all. I ain't even playing with you. That's crazy, man. That's straight up crazy, man. You don't, We got an issue, we got a problem in our community, and we need to work on it. And I'm gonna keep doing my job over here on this side. Ladies, for y'all that get offended, get offended. Like, look, if it don't apply to you, let it fly. Because everybody knows. I'll tell you this, I'm not finna lie to you. I'm not gonna say something that ain't fucking true. I'm not gonna say something that you all don't see yourselves. We need to correct that fucking shit. We've seen some problems tonight, man. We've seen some problems tonight, and it really comes down to accountability, holding people accountable for their actions. Bring back fucking shaming. Bring it back. That applies to more than just black women. It applies to all women. And guess what? It applies to everybody, period. White, black, man, woman, child. Everybody got to get it. Fuck that nonsense. You fuck up, you fuck up. We need to hold each other accountable, man. If we want to see shit be better, man, we can't keep sitting over here talking about, well, you know this, well, you know that. Fuck no. That's why the church so fucked up right now. You see a lot of black men don't even go to church. It's a reason they ain't going up in there. It ain't because they don't believe in God. It's what's going on up in there. We need to bring back shame, man. We need to bring back accountability, y'all. I can't be the dead horse no more, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We need to spread the word, man. But look, man, we got to get the hell up out of here. We done grinded, man, almost 3 hours a night, man. That's crazy. But look, if you was watching over on the JVJ Network, Let's Talk, you watching over on Facebook, man, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the heart, the thumbs up button over there on Facebook. I don't know how this shit works. But, man, support the channel. Help the channel grow, man. Share the videos, all that in the bag of chips, man. We're going to get up out of here, man. We'll be back here tomorrow night. CJ got the C Money podcast. Going to be covering some sports. Going to be covering probably some music, too. I don't know. No, it's not my show. But y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all keep supporting, man. We're going to try to keep growing and get the fuck out of here, man. I'll catch y'all in the next one as always, man.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.